We face death.
When do we not?
As we did last week and the week before.
And the week before. It's fine
All
tomorrow.
the way from the start of the campaign.
Yeah. It's fine. tomorrow I'll be facing an electric crocodile and a flying knife. So this is fairly par for the course this week.
A knife with wings or
crocodile.
just flying in general?
It depends what you count
Knife.
Steve from Monster Hunter as, to be fair. It's,
I was
Sarah...
doing Pokemon.
No, I'm doing Monster Hunter. Because the update came out today, but
Yeah.
I'm streaming it because it's story. So I've got to have it on stream. So I'm holding it in. Yeah, it's Lagiacrus and Seregios are coming out. So, yay. So the flying pine cone with blades is one of the opponents. Comfortably nicknamed Steve.
Okay.
Which I'll see if I can find a picture, because I believe most people's points are, yeah, he kind of does look like a Steve. Let's see if I can find it.
So that's what happened. PR's first character.
Became a pine cone.
He became a pine cone.
Happens to the best of them.
Is not the best picture, but
That's a pterodactyl.
It's had pine cone essence to it.
yeah, so they look at, this is a picture that shows, yeah, very pine coney, right? They like slide like closed on him as well, but when he like roars and does attacks, they can do that. And they've shed off and basically fire knives at people.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Attack pine cone.
It literally is. It makes you bleed. They're razor sharp. And there's obviously the guy, Chris, who's awesome. The giant electric crocodile eel. Ooh. I think this is from this is him from an older game.
Was he a dog or something? He's chasing his own tail.
No, he's swimming.
Yeah, but look. I mean,
A little bit of chasing your own tail action, yeah.
No, we're not. We're not doing this move in this. Okay. We don't have electric ball.
No, yeah.
Fireball versus electric
Lightning ball. Yeah, not yet. We might get that. See what happens. Depends what Alvina eats.
ball. Fire lightning.
All right, are we?
A volcano.
Are we all ready? We all got our copious amounts of water and fans and air conditioning.
I've got a fan. I've not got any water yet. But...
I have my fan pointed at the back of my computer just to make sure. So I have an industrial fan.
He's more concerned about the computer than his own melting.
I'll be fine.
Understandable. Yeah.
This isn't the hottest. This isn't the hottest I've ever been in temperature-wise, so I'll be all right. When you've been to Egypt and it's 45 degrees Celsius in the shade, you just kind of put up with a lot.
Mm.
Went to a water park and you had to wear shoes because if you stood on the rock with bare feet, your feet actually sizzled. Not kidding.
I think your shoes would be sizzling too.
They were, but it's not your feet.
Spoke to a friend about the heat earlier today at about 3 o'clock, and they essentially sent back to me, "Oh, it's the exact same temperature here as it is there, except here it's 10 p.m."
Yep. It is currently 30 Celsius where I am at the moment, which is pretty insane.
It's 25 in my flat.
Yeah.
27 here.
Oish.
I literally did.
And-
I was looking at my temperature gauge that my weather app on my computer just has, and I just went, "It's getting closer to 6, and it's just climbing." Great.
Well, that's a problem for in the evening.
Yeah.
In the Graveyard of Death, it is a nice 5 degrees Celsius.
Oh, it's chilly.
Oh, lovely.
There is a spooky chill in the air. As we go around, are we already play D&D?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. For those watching at home and in the future, Lou Grimm will be running around
Ian.
dealing with stuff in the background. Who knows? Who knows?
Lasers and
Anyway,
healing.
Neil's not here. Yeah.
The real Lou is partying.
Party.
Hello. But we
Can they
return
get drunk?
to probably not. We return to episode 134, Death's Domain Part 3, where we will come hopefully to the conclusion of this encounter. Will the players change the very nature of death entirely, or will they themselves find themselves staying in this eternal graveyard? I want me to find out. Alvina, what happened last time?
We created the cursed horde of the Jerrys, and we are now changing Zormir's name to Jerry forevermore.
No.
Yep, it's already been decided.
It's
Oh,
true.
did-
No.
Jerry, what happened last time?
Hi. I'm
I
giggling.
am
I'm
Zeri.
giggling. Zarmir, and I'm
Oh yeah, I'm
giggling
also
at the
Wolfie
fact-
Bane playing Alvina, by the way.
I'm giggling at the thought of if we died here and actually were one of the challenges for some other future adventures, that would be hilarious. Just now you're onto this wave. What the fuck?
The fourth party.
Yeah, we've gotten death fairly close to the
Is he on double
And-
digits?
yes.
Don't think so.
I know he's
No,
low.
still triple digits.
He's on triple. Okay.
He is in the bottom quarter of his health.
Yeah, I know we got him very low for him, but he's
You
still got a
just
lot
need
of health.
that. You just need that final push, and now there's a bunch of
Death
copies of
Knight.
me. Copies of me sitting when ready to fight us.
You
after
but,
Don't be
fighting the
ridiculous. These are upgrades. They have hellfire orbs.
yeah, Bazzy, these are scarier than you.
Yeah, but the Jerrys tried to be me as well, and also then I made them try to gang up on me too.
This is true. Alrighty, fuck you. What happened last time?
Fuck you, ran around slashing things. Probably threw something at death. Who knows?
That was very efficient. Very effective. Gwent, Mossmile Killer of Jerry Zormir. What happened last time?
I'll be honest, the only thing I remembered is pulling out a huge heal.
You did the big.
And the
You
rest of the
pressed
time-
the button.
Tried to save people.
You did.
Oh, I did a ton of damage for once, which was a surprise.
Oh yeah, Death's on fire still.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. And last but not least, Tomb Pointer Death-aversary. What happened last time?
I got knocked unconscious, and then I got knocked unconscious while all the edgelords were fighting, so I couldn't give them witty retorts. I think is the main thing.
Yeah.
And I preferred the Jerrys to the Bone Claws. They're much more likable.
Jerry, no.
Very fair. And Chris McKenzie, I will be your DM for today. We return having just spawned 5 Death Knights as they encroach upon the land, coming from the shadows, walking their way through broken fences, and you can see they all stand tall and imposing with their black obsidian armor, their eyes glistening red in a shadowy veil across their face and behind their helmet. And let's see then. Each of them drawing a long sword, piercing it into the ground as they stand in formation, ready to attack. And the Reaper sits back down. Well then. Well then, let's see how this goes, shall we? Let's see those feet dance. As we go.
Oh yeah, shit, I'm hasted. I forgot about that. Yeah. Hell yes.
Yes, please reacquaint yourself with how you left off last time. Alright, Alvina, we start with you.
Okay.
The Death Knights stand at the ready, preparing themselves for battle.
I think Alvina is going to just... I think, yeah, spreading out would be the best course, I think, for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Alvina isn't going to go for the one nearest, she's going to go for the one second nearest. Yeah. Just charge at that one. And try throwing out some attacks. I don't know. I know they're heavily armored, but I don't know their exact AC, so probably better to err on the side of going for advantage rather than brutality. So I will...
Probably be better.
Yeah, at least it would gauge a good one. 25.
25. Which weapon are you using?
The Amethyst Dragon Blade, yeah.
As you come in with the Amethyst Blade, the Death Knight still stands there, both of his bony fingering claws, for he's not wearing any gauntlets, it would seem, wrapped tight around this leather hilt of his sword, still partially pierced into the ground. He doesn't move until the very last second as your sword comes in, and you watch with what can only be described as unparalleled amount of strength potentially even rivaling your own. The sword flashes in front of you, and he blocks the attack.
Yeah, I forgot. I remember these guys now. They have parry.
As he parries your attack away, hitting your blade.
Crash. 28.
But you are ever the quicker, and he is unable to return his sword in time for the second hit. You hit him.
Okay, and he is sacked.
No
brutality. No brutality.
No brutality. 18 plus 14 of force. He doesn't have anything against force damage, so he'll take all of it.
Yeah, and he has disadvantage on his first attack roll, basically.
Against anyone?
Yeah, against everything. Just outright.
Okay.
Okay. Haste attack, that will not hit, will it? He's definitely got more heavy
Unfortunately
armor.
not.
Do I have any bardics left? Doesn't appear so.
Did you use your one you got from Gwent?
The hero die?
Yeah.
It doesn't say hero die on my list, so I'm assuming so.
Okay.
That's why I literally just looked through, do I have any left? Doesn't appear to be, so. Yep.
Alright, is that you?
No, because I'm hasted, so one more swing with the hammer.
Oh, for a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crit. BAM!
Okay, describe how your crit hits with this hammer.
I imagine he...
do calculations.
Yeah. I imagine he's basically going pretty, like, high on his guard, because he blocked the first one, I came with for the second one, came with the third one, he basically blocks it with his arm. But his arm's up, which means I swing him to and just smash him in the chest with a hammer in the left hand.
He stumbles back aesthetically a couple feet, not enough to trigger anything.
He does, actually, because I'm going to push him as well. Actually, I'm going to knock him back.
Well, you do that, but that is not under his own movement, so it does not provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I've got to find out how far push is, because...
I'm popping back here into the bushes.
Because I'm not 100% used to the weapon finesses yet, but I should learn them. So, where the hell did I write them down? Because I know I did. Okay, push is hit a creature, push the creature 10 feet away from me as long as it's no more than one size larger than you. So, yes, 10 feet. So.
Well, he's already in the bushes. He's going to stay there. You can't go further into the bushes.
Yeah.
Alright, Alvina, is that your turn?
Yes, it is. I'm flying a little bit off the ground, but I'm only like 5 feet up, probably. So.
That's fair enough. All right, a little bit stunned at how well you knocked him back. Death Knights are not used to being knocked back. Fuck you, it is your turn. Let's see how many Steel Wind strikes you got
Yep.
left.
Just got the one left. But it is a 8th level one. So, first hit on the guy nearest me.
As you come in, he still stands at the ready.
For a 28 to hit.
But you are the quicker as he is unable to even perceive your attack in time as you flash behind him and attack. 25
So
damage
25.
dealt.
And then the one here, I'm just going to roll the attacks.
Yeah.
And then here. I don't have enough movement to get up to this one.
Ah, shame. Oh. Hey, 4 of them's still good, so... Yeah.
Miss. Oh, accidentally did that one turn. Oh wait,
It might
no,
force a parry. I don't know if 20 is their armor.
Ignore the 13 and 23 on that. Accidentally did that advantage.
That's fine.
Oh, actually, you technically do have advantage on that one, actually. Because it is a melee attack, right?
It is, but am I in range of your aura?
Alvinazora's 10 feet. So he didn't actually get pushed back far enough to be out of it. So...
Oh yeah,
So that
technically
was-
because I only pushed him 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll allow this. Let's make another roll.
So that would have been on the 20.
No, it's the 18. It's on the 18, because it's the second one.
Oh no, he means he's using the 20 as the next roll.
Oh,
for the
okay.
advantage.
Oh wait, no, it would be the 18, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's on the 18.
So let's just roll that again, see what it would be. 22 to hit.
22 does hit, and he's already used his reaction, so he can't parry that, so you're able to clip him while he's in the bushes.
So that one is
20 would
28
hit,
damage.
but he is going to parry 28 damage. I'll apply that. Having seen you strike his 2 allies out of the corner of his eyes, you watch as the third one is able to get his sword up in time to block your hit, anticipating where you magically appear. So the 20 misses. And then it was 24 on the last guy.
Yeah.
He does still have his reaction, so he too is going to bring his sword up in time to block your attack as he parries away your blade.
Fair enough.
But they have all used their reactions up, so or at
Except
least
the top
3 of
guy.
them have.
Yeah.
The top 2 haven't.
Okay.
That's annoying, but oh well.
Hey, still damage, and you've burned the reactions if nothing else, right? So it's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, then Fucky's gonna pop next to this guy in between him and Alvina.
Yeah.
Shrubbery. We demand a yeah, be fuck you.
The point, it is your turn.
Unfortunately, Chris, well, I'm assuming Chris did this because I typed in chat what I was going to do.
Probably not, I don't remember.
So I had a plan based on the fact that every other force has appeared in a group in the center.
Ah, right.
Well, that's not true, actually. The first couple groups came out of the graves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were spread out.
Only the Bone Claws and the Jerrys were groups. And the Bone Claws needed to be because I had a whole shadow mechanic going on there. And the Jerrys was mostly for fun.
Because they were coming around for Zormir, so...
I'm going to stay 30 feet in the air in the middle here. A Bardic for Alvina.
Thank you.
And a Firebolt for this top left Death Knight.
Bard TP, yep. Yours is still a D8, right? It hasn't changed.
Yeah, still a D8.
Cool.
And it's still a horrendous miss.
Unfortunately, he seems to almost absorb your fire in as you do so.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. I'm just going to stay out of the way.
That's fair. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alrighty then. Zormir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Turn jump here.
Ooh, one that still has its reaction.
Still,
Yeah.
the Death Knights are primarily watching the party in the group, watching how they fight.
First attack.
I do love Death Knights. I remember ages ago I used to know their stat block because they're one of my favorites monsters.
As you come in with, was this your fist?
Yeah.
You watch as the Death Knight brings his sword up, hits you underneath the elbow, and steers your punch away from himself, parrying your attack.
Okay, then.
Parry's so good.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
going. I don't think I used the D8. The D8 for your thing won't be added to attack rolls, or
Yeah.
all right.
The hero's for everything, right? You can use it for. It's basically a
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
It's a regular bardic inspo, which is very good.
Forgot I had that. I could have used that on one of mine.
Yeah, I think I used it for one of my attacks. If memory serves last
Unfortunately,
session.
he manages to sidestep your second attack. He is a very well-trained martial combatant, and you can feel the expertise in his moves. Slow and methodical, but quick and precise.
Master warriors, these things.
Okay. Well, this one's going to be a bit tougher. I don't think I've got any bonus action that's worth doing, so I'm just gonna stay in his face.
Alrighty then, is that your turn?
Yep, unfortunately.
You watch as a almost flash of red light comes from their eyes. As each of them flashes in turn, there almost seems to be a hint of communication between them, as if they are thinking. As they all kind of look left and right, analyzing the battlefield. Okay. The one in front of Zormir, because we'll start with the top left. The Death Knight is going to pull his sword back into both of his hands, and he is going to bring it up and stab the earth in front of him as you watch his necrotic magic swirls down the blade as 5 rings of power appear above the hilt as he is casting a 5th level spell. Would anyone like to do anything?
Like to? Yes.
I'm
Can
out
do?
of cat
No.
spells. Yeah.
Yep, I didn't have any to begin with.
And Lou,
Nope,
I think, is also
nothing.
pretty much out of them.
Yeah, I think he was out of them as well.
I don't think I even have counter spell.
I know one of the artificers can get it, but I don't know if it's. I don't think it's you. So
No.
I think
What
it's
would
the
it be,
other. I think it's the other combat one, the one with the dog.
Yeah,
Lou's going to be
I'm pretty
running
sure I
left,
had it as Tink.
Mm.
and Lou is getting ready to go sneak into the Reaper to attack him. He's going to be hiding here waiting. You can go over there for now, Lou. So we're
God.
not in the way. They are intelligent and they do know how their attacks work.
Yeah.
So
These
can
guys are
get-
effectively like high, like level 8, like 18 paladins. I think is roughly what they're equivalent to. So they are very smart.
The point. How high up in the air were you?
45 feet.
45.
45.
They moved 30 more feet into the air because they were already flying.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay then. In that case, this Death Knight is going to steer, kind of twist his sword into the dirt as necrotic energy starts bubbling in the earth beneath, as a wave of necrotic destructive energy whooshes past Zormir and Gwent, washing the both of them, and I need Constitution saving throws from the both of you.
It's a magical effect.
It is a magical effect.
It's
It's
a
a 5th level spell.
15's honestly not that bad.
Low for what they're going to be doing at you, though.
Well, then I will use my 8 as well, because why not? 17. So much better.
I think you might have missed it by one.
Eh,
Fortunately, you
fine.
have it's a DC 18.
Yeah.
Kind of expected.
As you both get hit with thunder damage for 11. I
Ooh.
rolled relatively bad there. That's pretty good. But as well, a 18 necrotic damage again. Oh, that was at least kind of decent.
Yeah, the 11 was very low. The 18 was subpar, but not terrible.
So 11 thunder and 18 necrotic if you failed and you were knocked prone, or half that if you succeeded. So 5 thunder damage and 9 necrotic damage for Zormir. And
Under
you are not
100
knocked
again.
prone.
Oh no, you almost got rid of my temp.
You should never be allowed temp workers, Zormir. You're not
Oh no,
allowed
you
in
almost
pits.
got you almost got rid of my field there.
This is where the other one does the same thing back towards you, because it's not a bad decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to remind myself of the abilities of haste besides the obvious ones.
Okay. As we go up to
Would they be? Would those be put together, and what would the DC for concentration?
It is one. It's considered one hit of damage, I believe.
14 DC.
Okay.
Wait, no. 10 DC for you.
All right, then doesn't matter. I've got plus
It wasn't
10.
above 20.
On.
Forgot to have. Yep. All right, we go to the second Death Knight, and he begins strolling out into the arena. And I need to double check what the range of this is. Ooh, 60 feet, huh?
Bang! Out of the sky!
Oh.
Then again, this is more fun. Let's do this one.
Ooh.
He is, and this is also 60 feet, yeah. He is going to kind of just walk up towards the point, and you see him point his sword at you as a almost tendril of shadow appears, as well as 2 rings of power as it races towards you, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This is
You're
a
good at
second
wisdom
level
saves, right?
spell.
No, apparently less than I thought, but...
I'm gonna use my hero dice on that.
I was gonna say 19 I think
Actually,
would be
no,
fine.
second level actually, no,
18 was what the other
Yeah.
DC was, so I think you're fine.
If now.
Yes, their DC are 18. You are not paralyzed.
Yay.
Thank God.
Ooh, crunch.
Alrighty then. We're gonna go actually diagonal down to the one next by Gwent, as he is going to cast a bonus action, and you watch as his sword becomes reefed in flaming necrotic energy.
Smite.
Cool, buddy.
Since Gwent is prone, he is going to come down and hit Gwent with advantage. If I can remember the button for advantage. Oh, there we go.
Don't feel you need to. It's fine.
You've got okay AC. He might whiff. No, he didn't.
Crit you.
No, he didn't. You
That
could.
was
He
not a
could
whiff,
have though.
Wolfie.
He could have whiffed though.
And he also did have staggering might on. So that is
Okay.
going to be an extra bunch of damage, an extra 31 damage.
Is it all those numbers on the screen? Just to
No,
check.
no, he was using 2 hands, so it would be the second lot of damage. So
15.
what is slashing or
Plus
this?
10 plus 17 plus 14. 84 damage.
It's 24 slashing, 29 necrotic, and then 30 from the smite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the right damage, because that's the double-handed one.
Yeah.
So you can ignore
Yes.
the 18 on the left.
Oh yeah, it's 84 damage though.
Yes.
Remember when I did say these guys are paladins?
I've gone from 125 down to 12.
You're alive, though. Not for very long, because death's gonna go soon, but still.
Yeah.
And also, because these guys have 3 attacks. He is going to hover over you, and in a very deep, gravelly voice, you hear, do you speak Abyssal?
I don't believe so.
You just hear, Ach, nor want vrisk. Ach, nor want vrisk. As he starts shouting it at you. What do you reply?
Like, no thank you?
I don't need the
like-
bathroom right now.
I kind of have something I'm interested in, but thanks a lot. Your sword is very nice and on fire.
Oh, 1 second, because staggering also does something else.
I think it can
the target,
stun.
It makes a wisdom saving throw for disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. Gwen, I need a wisdom saving throw against staggering smite.
You're fine. You got this.
Wisdom I'm okay with.
Yeah, very good wisdom.
Yeah, you just take the extra damage. You don't have disadvantage. He switches to common. Submit or die.
Also, Chris, are these the only people that can speak Abyssal in this dimension? Because the Abyssal's demon.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I just realised that. Wait a minute. There's no demons here. Cool.
So what do you say, Gwent? Submit or die?
I would rather not submit, if you don't mind.
He attacks you. A 29 to hit for 13 slashing and 18 necrotic.
I'm gonna upcast Silvery Barbs, so he has to use the lesser one.
I'm sorry, you didn't do that for the crit?
23 beats me anyway.
Yeah. Fair.
I know, but it would have been a crit.
They were confident they could
hoping.
take one that were at full health, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Then yeah, he'll take the 16. As you just managed to, I guess, how do you describe how you get out of the way of this attack?
Hug onto his leg. So he kind of pulls it, doesn't want to crack himself in the knee.
Well, he has one more attack as he comes in and hits you for a 26.
I've got no more reactions, so that's me. 12 exactly. Good. Oh no, was it the 13?
It was the 13 plus
slashing
23.
and 23 necrotic.
Yeah, so I'm down. Boom.
But to be fair, he can't hit you for 2 death failing saves, which was going to be his plan.
Yay.
What?
As unfortunately, Gwent is dying. However, we still have 2 more of these guys, as this guy is going to get himself out of the bush. Just watch him pick a twig out of himself.
Ew.
It's fine, we've got a Lou. Lou can help you.
He is similarly going to reef his blade in a 2nd level staggering smite as he goes to what does he want to do here? The staggering might doesn't knock you prone. What's the other one you had? Searing?
But he's got Searing and I know they have Searing Smite, because Searing Smite's the fiery one, which I love. Not too great on either of us here though.
Alright. Yeah, he's just gonna do bonus action, staggering smite, and he is going to go in for an attack against Fukyu. I believe he has disadvantage on his first attack.
Yep.
Alright, he is going to come in for a 13 to hit Fukyu.
Not a crit!
Yes.
Not a crit! That was another crit,
Yep.
by the way! Woo!
Alrighty, and then his 2nd and 3rd are flat rolls then?
Yes. Yeah, Sap only works against the
Yep.
first roll.
Let's see.
Cool little ability
This
just to
watch you
get.
go pretty quick. Yeah, let's just go for a regular attack for now. 14 to hit.
Miss.
And finally an 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Ooh. Then he hits with 15 slashing and 23 necrotic as he manages to cut you on the last attack. Not significantly, but
Take it.
a nick. Alrighty, that is... oh, he did hit you, so he will also get staggering smite, so I need a wisdom saving throw. As you take an extra 15 psychic damage.
21.
And you succeed,
Yes.
so you are not staggered. Alrighty then. The last one is going to step up, and he is going to point his sword at Alvina.
Yep.
And I need Alvina to give me a wisdom saving throw against a 2nd level spell.
Yeah, it's not a charm, I'm assuming, because I think it's whole
It
person,
is
right?
not a charm.
Yeah.
It is hold person.
10.
Unfortunately, you fail the DC 18 and are paralyzed. You can
What?
make a repeat save at the end of your next turn.
I just want to check something. I can't remember
for,
if Ring of
movement.
Freedom of Movement gives me immunity to paralysis.
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, that's what I think it is, but I'm not 100%, so I just need to check. Yeah, I'm immune to paralysis. Magic can either reduce my speed or cause paralysis or restrained.
Luckily for you. Let's see, does any of the other effect apply? No, because that's the only part. Okay, then you are unaffected by their hold person.
Hey!
As once more, all of them flash red with flashes of red in their eyes as they share this information with each other. They will not make that mistake again. Gwent, give me a death saving throw.
What?
It's a pass.
You're not dead. Lou does stuff in the background. It is the Reaper's turn. Everyone roll me a d6, including Gwent, as the Reaper pulls out his revolver.
Shoot me, bro.
Yeah, Zomer actually wants to be shot. That's beneficial
It's
for him.
almost still with it.
Alrighty then. Because of the way Gwent's name is formatted on my screen, only Zormir is on a second line. And I was like, why is Zormir rolling a second time?
It's why I've not put out. It's why I just use my player name on Roll20 instead of Alvina's, because it would get really awkward otherwise.
That's true, it's true. Okay, Zormir, you are the only one fired at. I assume you're still above 100 health.
Yep.
Okay, the revolver, you watch as the Reaper does click the revolver several times against the other players, but appears to be out of bullets as he requires to reload next turn.
Yay.
But we return to the fray. Alvina, it is your turn. You are not paralyzed.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you. Do you want help with this guy, or do you think you can take him?
Yeah, definitely need help.
Go! I can't remember. Are we using flanking?
Don't believe so.
Double is cool. I could not remember. So we'll just fly to here. And yeah, I think it's still worth going with the advantage attacks over brutality. 24 probably gets parry.
Yes, 1 second. Just checking something real quick.
No worries.
And you're going into one next to Fukyu.
Yeah.
He has no reason not to parry. So yeah, he's going to use his reaction up, and he is going to parry away your blade once more.
Okay. I will continue swinging. 23!
23 will hit.
For another
He is
30.
unable to keep up the extra movement he requires for parrying as you just come in like an onslaught.
Blender!
Another 24 damage. He takes it. He is bloodied but still standing.
Hammer
So
time!
you can see several tears in his armor now.
Bang! I will sap him with the sword again, so he's got disadvantage on the first attack. And I will... Yeah, I will push him back again. Only 5 feet, though, because I can push him up to. So, yeah.
Fair enough. You throw him back in between the bushes.
and I'm going to fly 45 feet up.
Okay. Fuck you. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Actually, wait a minute. Haste doubles my movement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly 80 feet up.
So I'm now outside your aura, is that right?
Yes, you are outside the aura.
80 feet up. You'd hope so. Do you remember you have to fly back down to attack?
Yep. That's why I flew 80 feet up instead of 90.
Okay. Fucky's gonna run up to Bushman.
Yep.
And as much as I can do is just attack him.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a crit.
Hell yes.
That will hit then.
For 8 damage.
He takes it.
And
He
then
is
run.
still standing.
This guy doesn't happen to be a giant, right?
Unfortunately not, he's an undead.
Darn.
And Fukyu's out of there.
No.
Yep.
That's my thought. It's like, with these guys, they are significantly tanky enough. Probably don't we want to play this smart. Was my thought.
Oh yeah, I mean they took down Gwent in one of them in 1 round.
Oh,
I mean, speaking for yourself, standing still and getting twatted. That's the way to do it.
Luckily Alvina has freedom of movement, or she would have just been paralyzed that whole round.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Hang on, let me double check, make sure I've got it right. Haha, yeah. Bonus action, healing word, Gwent.
Yay! If you get 1,
For-
it'd be very funny.
It's appreciated.
Alrighty then.
I mean, it's also their turn. No, wait. Yeah, it's also their turn before. Yeah.
But no, here's the thing.
Keep playing dead.
If Gwent wasn't, then Gwent was guaranteed dead without the healing word.
True.
This time he's only likely dead.
He can still dodge.
That's why it's possible.
The point, you were hovering above, you have been attempted to be paralyzed, but you managed to fight it off. What would you like to do?
Saying I've got 2 potential courses of action here. I'm just checking spell slots if I can still do what I'm planning to do. No, I don't think I can.
Oh, tragic.
Well, it's fine. I think my number 1 course of action is to just annoy this guy as much as possible.
Okay, but he
If
does
I
have
can't-
ranged spells.
Just
So
gonna
does
cast
what?
Entangle at his feet.
On this guy here.
So
Okay,
I
well,
think
I'm
he'll
guessing-
break free of it. I just think it'll be funny.
It might
Strength
slow him
saving
down, right?
Yeah.
Strength save. Oh, Larcy doesn't actually have a strength save, but he does have advantage.
As it
19.
is.
Fails. It's a
Hey.
DC 20.
Hey!
That?
So he is restrained and he can repeat the save as an action on his turn.
As I read, I
Okay.
believe these guys are paladins. They have a high strength, but they don't have the save proficiency.
Yeah,
if
and I'm
memory
gonna-
serves, so.
Go diagonally this way, 15 feet.
As you continue fly running away. Zormir, it is your turn then.
Right.
What would you like to do?
I'll go continue fighting this guy.
Very well. As you come in with another punch. Are you able to get under his defenses? No, unfortunately, he is just as tanky as you are. Well, not
I'm
quite.
gonna
More health. than
re-roll
you
that
have.
with my destiny.
Yeah.
That one.
Ooh, this early in the game. Okay.
25
That is your
calling it.
prerogative.
Calling it
Right,
25 here.
13 again.
No, I'm calling
Right.
25 because it gets parried.
I see.
Which is more painful, I think, than getting rid of the 13. Hey! The crit!
Hey.
Natural 20.
means
Natural
you have to
20
roll
can't do
damage.
anything about that, as you manage to find a weak chink in his armor.
Right.
Means you have to roll damage again.
Uh,
Remember your
I'll just
thunder as well.
what's my
68.
68?
Yes, you don't get the +5 to that. So it'll just be 68, and then your 2 thunder.
Thunder D8, so blue.
Yeah, your 2 thunder die. Okay. Oh, that looks quite a nice round number. 40.
40 plus... Did you roll the 2d8 for thunder? There's 14!
Not yet.
There.
14. Oh, remind me what damage type you're using.
That's thunder and
Radiant is what you had
radiant.
set to.
Radiant.
Cool. That's good because they're immune to necrotic. My advice: don't use necrotic.
Don't use
I
the
kind of-
necrotic against the Death Knight!
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the main
there goes
reason.
my plan for next turn. All
Ah.
necrotic, nothing else.
That was the main reason he switched away from it from the very start.
Right, there's a lot of undead are immune.
It's true. Zormir, you have managed to hit into them. I believe that was your first attack, so you have a second one now as you managed to significantly impact this Death Knight.
22.
22. Unfortunately, though, the Death Knight recovers quickly, for he does not have pain receptors, and he parries your second attack, preventing another blow.
Hey, force the reaction so you can leave if you want. Don't know why you would. But...
No,
Because strategic positioning is probably to your advantage in this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action, use my last Guardian Field.
Restore those temp.
Need to track something else on all of them.
And
Spell
I'm gonna
slots.
move around him to be behind him.
Ooh, smart play. Right to hit Lou.
Alrighty. Zori, I believe that's your turn.
Yep.
As we return once more back to this group. This guy has realized that Alvina cannot be paralyzed because that definitely failed the save. This guy is going to get up. Not try attacking yet. He's got a couple more of these in him. So we're going to start with Alvina's one. He is going to bonus action staggering smite his blade again. Now he has advantage and disadvantage on you, correct?
Well, I'm 80 feet in the air, so... He
Oh,
can
yeah,
try!
definitely try.
So-
He might have flight. I don't
you-
remember the spells, but I went up because I assumed he's probably mad at me at this point. This one. Just like,
How high can he jump and then cone?
yeah.
So Alvina wouldn't suffer the effects even when haste does go down, then. Would you not? Because if you can't be...
What's Paste's downside?
You are lethargic for a round. It doesn't say you're paralyzed or anything.
Alright.
It can't move or
So-
take actions until the end of its next turn. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah, they thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He is just gonna point his sword at you then, Alvina. Ooh, did you say 80?
8-0. Yeah. So if he's got an 80 feet spell, he can hit me.
Ooh, you're actually out of range of that one.
Hey.
Ooh, interesting. No, used to having people be outside the range of these spells.
I was
So
like,
high up.
I know there was a 60-foot one, which he pointed at point. So it's like, I do.
You were so high up that just nobody could see you. You're eclipsed in the darkness now.
You see a pair of wings in the dark. There's just a glow and like a little sun in the sky.
Just for future reference, that was 80 feet up his eclipse in the darkness, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're that far up into the night that there is no sky here.
Yeah.
You're practically in the shadows now at this point. Luckily for you, I just didn't really think I needed to put a ceiling cap on this.
Yeah.
He is going to sit down and do nothing.
Fair. He's like, well played. He just points to me, goes, well played, and then sits down. I respect it.
Alrighty then. Let's go over to one by Fukyu. Fukyu hasn't done anything in terms of hiding or
For reference, Chris,
anything that poses
I've realised
disadvantage.
something I can do. I'm not going to do it. I could genuinely just stay up here and shoot them. I'm not going to do that because that's boring, but I could do it.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not a bad idea.
It would also probably kill the rest of the party to be me here for the next like 45 minutes on my own.
Keep it in your back pocket for later.
Yeah, it's like, oh, good point.
1 second, I'm actually just checking if any of their spells are like over 60. Dispel magic. I can do that to the point.
Is it magic though?
I mean, depends. What's causing
I'm
your
fine
flying?
with asthma form.
Oh no, that's biological.
It's not, yeah.
Okay, so I can't dispel you. What else is above 60 here, huh?
So I am exactly 60 feet up if they come and stand directly below me.
You know, hilariously, I think the only thing they can do is their Hellfire Orb.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I was going to throw at the point, so...
Yeah.
Not as much doing that against Alvina, but it does necrotic damage as well.
Necrotic hurts, yeah. I've not got anything against necrotic. Hilariously, actually, it's not that much against the point either, because there is the necrotic.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. For 2 characters I have to use this on, you're bloody resistant.
Yeah, we're resistant to half each.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alrighty then, let's step towards Fukyu and go toe-to-toe. Bonus action to get a staggering might, and let's go in with a longsword. This guy doesn't have any disadvantage or anything. So longsword attack for a 29 on Fukyu.
Yep.
That'll be 6 and 16 for 24 mix of slashing and necrotic. As he comes in for a second attack, it's only a 14.
Miss.
And he's going to strike once more for a nat 1.
Miss.
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
Fuck you's fencing with the guy. Is my
Oh, he still does hit in the first one though, so I still need
You
to
can
stagger
slap
my
him.
a wisdom saving throw, please. And an extra 9 damage, psychic.
Big
I'm gonna destiny that.
Yeah, not bad show.
Actually, no, I've still got my D8. Let's do that first.
Oh yeah, if you get a 5 or more, right?
Yep, DC 18.
Hey!
Alright. Okay then, so you are unaffected by staggering. You take the extra 9 psychic damage.
Yep.
Because you got 2 ones there. And that's it. He misses the second and third attack. Guys are rolling real bad against Fukyu.
It's fuck you's immortal, we know this.
Yeah.
Yep. You sat down. You went over there. Let's deal with Zormir's one last. Let's go over and throw a Hellfire Orb at the point.
Bring it.
Max damage.
Hurls a magical ball of fire to the point 120 feet. Each creature in... I'm assuming nobody's within 20 feet of you. A dexterity saving throw, please. As he throws a Hellfire Orb at you. Whoa.
That's a big damage. Thankfully the necrotic was the higher one. So...
I don't want to use it here. I'm going to try and use a hero dice. I'm not sure if it'll help.
You need an 18.
I don't remember.
Another 5.
I don't remember if this is a half. I'm assuming it's a half damage one. So half it
It's
against the
also-
45 is pretty
Exactly
good.
18.
Hey!
Exactly 18. Then yes, fail or half as much damage on a success.
Oh, it's up.
So you'll need to half them once and then
Twice.
twice for the necrotic. So 18 fire and 11 necrotic.
29.
Could have been a lot worse.
No, yep.
Could have been a lot worse.
Mm.
Still
Let's
ow.
see. I have to deal with Gwent. Gwent, how convincing are you of playing dead?
I would like to say very convincing.
Extraordinarily.
Alright, give me a performance or deception check of your choice.
Come on.
Let's see what their passive insight is. They do have a
Ah,
plus
they're
9.
both the same.
8!
Oh.
Not very!
Just coughing a lot of blood up like.
I am
Passive
dead!
Their passive insight, if
Higher
you're
than 8.
using
But if it's
their
high, oh,
plus
it's not as high as 9,
9,
surely.
would be 19 then.
Okay, I can't flash you.
Unfortunately, Death Knight is highly insightful and analytical. Not that intelligent, but very wise and very charismatic. They have one specialty, and that's it. Couldn't tell you anything about history, but you know what to fight. The Death Knight is going to look down at you, Gwent, and put pressure on one of your legs, forcing you to make a small gasp of noise as he checks if you're alive or not. And once more, in his gravelly, common voice, he will say, "Submit or die, Centaur."
He can tell he's a centaur. He can see through your illusion.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
You are an amateur at this. And I spit on him.
Wow, damn.
I've had my legs breaking so many times. Amateur.
That's not how you break a man's leg. What you do is... That was a sick line, by the way. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what he suffered when he was in the... before we came here.
Do you want Destinies for cool lines, Chris?
Yeah, if the rest of the group thinks it's really cool.
I thought that was really cool. That was awesome.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and have a Destiny point for that.
That's mercy. I may be using it in just a second.
Kind of, he starts to like kneel down at you, leaning on his sword as if it's a cane, and stares at you. You have much resistance.
More than you would think.
Time to think. And he is going to reach out his hand towards you as black necrotic energy starts spiraling and coiling around his arm as it touches you. And I need a charisma saving throw against a 4th level spell.
Hell
23.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Surprisingly charismatic.
What do you mean, surprisingly? You learned you had that abs are great once, and then...
The memory of abs.
Yeah, it's the memory of abs.
As you refuse to yield to his magic, you watch as the energy evaporates around you. And you see his eyes almost kind of squint at you. That was mercy. You have denied. Very well, you have chosen your fate. As he's going to stand back up, and you watch as his blade starts swirling necrotic energy again, as he is preparing to attack you, but that will be his turn for now.
Hell yeah. Survived another round, Gwen!
Yeah.
Which one used their health bar? Because I need to mark these off. Cool.
I'm
You don't
assuming
have yours anymore.
Middleman,
The rest still have theirs. Okay, the one in front of Zormir is going to look at him. Your defense is impeccable.
Thank you.
But you still expose weakness.
I'm
As
working
he-
on it.
Then we shall both work on it. As he is going to conjure a Hellfire Orb and drop it.
On you.
As I need you to make me a Dexterity saving throw.
This is where I wish I could actually punt it with the shield and just knock it away from him.
Yeah. No spell breaking shield, sadly.
No, and I don't have a dex.
I believe that's a fail.
And this isn't a magical.
It's a magical ball of fire, so yes.
Okay.
It's a spell-like ability, this one. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, it
Good.
says magical description, which is about the only time when they count.
Because one of them was a natural one. And let's see, do I have anything left?
I don't think you have a flash left, because I think you used your last one. Like last
I'm
week.
gonna check.
Yeah, I think you used your last one. I'm not 100% on that. Do you have a bardic
Well, if it makes you feel any
inspiration?
better, he also failed his Dexterity saving throw.
No, apparently I've still got 2.
Over.
Oh, I'll flash bring it up by 3.
29 and 19.
19.
So you
Yep.
do have it.
Okay, so you take half. So you'll take 17 fire damage and 16 necrotic damage.
So 17 and
16. Or 33 altogether,
in. So
which is
that,
a DC 16.
okay.
And ironically, he takes the full fire damage.
Yeah, he's completely
rolled a
immune.
16,
Hilariously,
so-
he took 1 more damage than you, so man.
26
That
for
bit.
Yes,
concentration.
26 succeeds.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that is his Hellfire Orb taken out as well. Ironically,
try.
he is. He is also looking kind of worn up, having taken the damage himself, and I think he nearly bloodied himself with that actually. As he looks up at you, then we fight with swords and shield. And
Good.
he is going to send energy down his blade as he prepares it for the next round.
I really want one of their swords. It's probably a regular long sword, but I want one still. I imagine they look cool.
Yeah, pretty much, because he's just casting bonus action smites on himself.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if the
Okay,
necrotic
then. I
damage
believe
is
that's
just
all-
them. So
it should be. They're Death Knights.
yeah, by assumption,
Any
it's
weapon
just...
they pick up.
Yeah.
I believe that's all of them. Gwent, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Stand up.
Okay, yeah. That is option number 1. So, I'm going to use part of the Death Knight to actually start lifting myself up, just dragging myself up a bit.
Arm round his
Yeah.
shoulders. Oh!
Like, I'm on his boot first to try and get up. Like, yep. And as I'm standing, I start to glow because I'm going to start to harness some divine power as my bonus action.
Nice.
And then when I stand up, I'm just going to look him in the eyes and say, "This doesn't work. You're still a bitch. I'm going to cast divine intervention."
Oh my god. Alright!
And
God!
I'm going to see
help.
if I can, invoke God to sweep the Death Knights away, is the plan.
You do
That's
realize
the
the
ass.
Reaper's turn next.
He's reloading though.
I'm not going to survive, so it's okay.
Also, the Reaper's reloading, so we've got a turn.
I suppose. That wasn't really his reloading ability. Technically, isn't connected to the wave summoning ability.
Oh, fair. They've never coincided, so...
Yeah.
But would not know that.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, I'll probably allow it anyway. Especially if this succeeds. It's so rare.
I never do cleric
Right.
stuff, so I thought, why not?
Yeah, Gwent really pulling all the stops, which, to be fair, I think shows how balanced this, how on the knife's edge this encounter is. Gwent actually having to be a cleric.
Yeah. Actually having to speak to God, religion stuff. Who would have guessed?
Who'd have
Alright,
thought
Gwent.
it?
Ironically, I was going to take the first break after this, so this would be a good cliffhanger. Well, not cliffhanger, a good part to end on to see if you fail or not. Give me a D100. Let's see if you get below. What are you,
12.
17?
No, needs to be below 12 on cleric level.
Yeah.
15
Wait.
multi-class?
Yeah, they're multi-class
I thought
rogue,
that's-
aren't they? Because that's why they're so mobile.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
For the running and for the escaping.
And also, we're all level
I don't
15
pay
anyway,
attention to
so it
what
definitely
level
wouldn't be
next
below.
people have.
It also definitely wouldn't be
I'm
below.
happy to bump it up to 17
suppose.
if you want, though.
Yeah.
Alright, below 12, let's go.
Oh, fuck!
Fucking yes! Oh my god!
This is the second time you've passed, by the way. You have rolled 2 divine interventions and passed both. God is listening.
Turns out your god just fucking hates death.
Also, you might be their only
He is the
cleric.
god of life.
They might be your only cleric. To be fair.
Yeah.
He's constantly watching like a
Okay.
creep.
describe to me how your god responds.
I assume, based on our relationship, all I hear is very much a. And then I start to glow outwards, like he's actually having to do something for once.
Holy Nova.
You all watch as
Incoming!
a wave of light washes over you. Since you're effectively taking the destruction route, you watch as all of the Death Knights crumble into dust as if the highest level of Turn Undead has been cast.
Damn,
And
Gwen!
with my reaction, I'm going to turn around and double finger salute the Reaper.
I'll bet you hear from up in the mist, like, Jesus, Gwen! Nice one!
Now, out of
Let's finish
curiosity,
this!
Alvina, what would of your next turn have been?
I would have actually, like, dived down and try and hit the guy while he was on the floor.
Then, for my own curiosity, could you give me a charisma saving throw?
Ooh. 14. Unless it's a charm.
Would you have? It is not a charm. Would you have done anything?
Yes. I would have used the bardic inspiration for a save. I don't know what points buffers for a save.
I think it's 10 points on a save.
Would have been a 16, so wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. So.
Okay. Just because the guy who sat down had a banishment on hold.
A banishment.
Yeah, if you flew in, he was just gonna banish you.
Not a bad shout.
Funny.
Yeah, that never came to pass.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay. The wall is down. The Reaper is reloading. We're not going to do the next wave in honor of Gwent's miraculous 5.
Actual miracle. Yeah.
Actual miracle right
miracles going on.
but that is where we're going to take the first break. You have one full round to try and kill the Reaper before he sends in 5 liches.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm fine not getting the Death Knight sword for that, by the way. That was too epic.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I am going to plummet onto this guy.
4 attacks into his face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, I will see you all in a couple minutes.
Yeah. See you in a few minutes.
Oh, I'm going to grab a drink as well, man.
So,
Yeah.
I've got one here.
We all have to play into them, and if we can actually give each other buffs to make sure that we hit, because we need to do what, over 150 damage between Alvina, fuck you, me, undead don't exist, and Gwent. Unless Lou gets a sneak attack of in the back of the Reaper. The Reaper. But that is 2 clutch fucking saves in this one fight that he's done.
Yeah.
TR has saved our fucking ass.
Gwen MVP.
Yep. He's now got 3 bardic inspirations.
Yeah, unfortunately, my plan
3.
for what I was going to do.
What's your highest damage you can pull out?
Yeah, I'm just working that out. So I was going to do things funny rather than damaging, but that required a turn setup. So
that's how far you're away.
yeah,
35
35 feet across and 60 up. So,
yeah.
Ah, I'm back.
You lay into them with all ferocity and
That's what I'm
skill
planning.
you can.
honestly, I might.
We need to finish him.
Cool.
I've
Point
got
your
a
bardic.
plan, may or may not work.
Does your bardic inspirations
Yep.
work on attack rolls? I think it does, right?
To check. I don't think I've got anything special that makes it work on other things. So if
Cool.
standard bardics do.
I believe standard bar does. Yeah.
Yeah, ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Cool.
Of course, attack roll is one of the special things, which is knocking the person backwards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to try, like... I'm basically going to get over to him and just plummet myself, because it'd be iffy getting movement, so I'm just going to accept I'm going to drop like a rock out of the sky on top of him.
That was my plan as well, but I don't have the movement.
What's your double movement?
90, but I'm 80 feet up at the moment. So with it, gets iffy measuring... It gets iffy measuring getting to him, so I'm not going to worry about it and just, like, cut my wings after getting over there, which will get me to him. But I might take some fall damage.
35. Have you got Destiny in you?
Yes. I'm not using Destiny to move.
No, I'm saying Destiny to put the plummeting damage into your first attack. So you take damage as well as adding to it. See?
I could see it, but I don't think it'd be worth it. It's not going to be that much. Alvina's relatively lightweight. I'd rather save it for
a huge ass hammer.
Yeah. As she's relatively lightweight for a 6-foot barbarian, because she's an elf, remember. She's very, very heavy for an elf, but she's still an elf. And elves are quite light. How heavy is Alvina again? Alvina is... I did actually put it... Yeah, Alvina's 140 pounds. Because she's a freaking gymnast. So... basically.
Yeah.
But I'd save it for something else.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got a better idea for it. I've got a better idea for it, actually.
Even if it's just to make sure one of your hitters actually hits.
Yeah, it's not.
I think
he might just take...
Yeah,
I don't think it's worth it for, what, like... 5 extra damage? 10 extra damage? It's not worth. I've got a better idea which might do a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask if I can Destiny activating... If I can Destiny activate my hammer for a free action instead of a bonus action.
Molten Smash.
No, not Molten Smash. The Fiery Rage, which gives all of my attacks an extra D8 and plus 2d6 damage. If I can ask if I can do that and not get the
your
explosive. Yeah, my explosive. See if I can basically get that and maybe like free action it or not get the disadvantages from it. So I can do that and brutality. If Alvina literally can just go completely ham on the guy. Because I'm probably going to go brutal. Should I go brutal or try for the advantage? The brutality actually allows me other abilities, which might help out.
What are the other abilities?
Well, one of which is I just flat out do more damage. I think it's I get 2d10 extra damage on every brutal hit. And or it might be just a d10.
I think it might be worth it just for the damage.
Yeah, and the other part, I get other abilities that I can put onto them as well. Let's see if I can get my list, because I did write them all down. Okay, Brutal Strike. Pushes. Hamstring is slow, so it's not that much useful. Stagger. It can't make opportunity attacks, and it has disadvantage on the next save it makes. And Sunder. The next attack that is not by me gets more damage. But I have to do brutals for those, so I don't get the advantages. But I think it's kind of worth.
So I think what I'm planning to do is, if I can get close enough, is Tasha's Caustic, whatever you call it.
Brew.
Caustic Brew, which is a dot. So even if we don't get him this turn, we need to survive the liches and he'll keep taking damage.
He's immune to dots while the thing is up, because Gwent's got a dot on him as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Which, about point, he's actually taking this damage. He's about to take the fire damage on his turn.
Yeah, 1d10, baby.
Because the aura is, because the wall is down. So.
Is it worth trying to organise ourselves into a better order for this big hit?
I'm
Alvin
not sure
is-
if we want to get rid of our
Yeah.
reactions to do that.
Yeah, Alvin
No.
is going to be doing a lot
You
of
need-
supporty stuff in theory, just for going first, so you're gonna get some help outright. I don't know if
As long as
fuck
I
you,
have-
Alvin is still.
yeah, fuck you. Do you have any spells left?
I've got a few 4th level spells, but then mostly not like attack spells, mostly utility spells.
Ah, shame. So that
Send me
actually,
mine.
technically, that's helpful though, because that means that someone else can get a save damage spell that's not fuck you, at least. Because the extra damage from
I mean-
Alvina doesn't matter who does it. It's the same damage. It's not affected by multipliers or anything. It's just 3 extra damage.
I'm gonna put everything that I have damage wise into this next attack,
Yeah. Which
and
means
it's literally just going to be an attack.
which means that the
But I have
Sunder,
one more psychic blade.
which means
Yeah.
the Sunder's
was
extra
gonna say,
damage
if you had
is
that.
going to be, and it doesn't matter who does it. So it is an attack, so you're getting that if I get the Sunder off. So,
Oh.
who is anyone planning to do a save against him? Something that forces him a save.
No.
Uh,
I'm
I
I'm
know.
gonna get any special
Cantrip,
attack.
so yes, is the only one. It's the biggest damage
Yeah,
things
so
I've got at the
all
moment.
of my big spell attacks are like Fireball, Catapult, Scorching Ray isn't a
Not as a save, yeah.
save, but most of mine are saves.
Then yeah,
So I
it'll
can
be.
not give a save, but might do so.
Oh no, because if you've got a save,
So
then
if
I
it's better
can
to not
actually
give a
go for
save.
the give a, because it doesn't stack. None
Then
of the brutal abilities stack with each other, except they push him back, which I could push him out of the map, but that's not really helpful.
No,
You see, you had a fireball there.
yeah,
Fine.
only 5th level, but I've got one.
Throw it.
Go for it. I don't care if you're throwing it on top of us.
Yeah, I can
Throw it.
definitely eat a fireball. I've still got a dragon
I
arm.
can.
Aim it. No, it's fine. I'll try and land
Just
like
sacrifice,
on him,
I
like
guess.
on this side. Fuck you. Go for this side. Zorbear stand on this side,
Mhm.
and then you can just not
I
hit
have to
fuck
stand
you.
here.
Above.
No, that just is basically don't stand on the same side as fuck you, and the fireball is gonna hit me, who can eat it.
I mean, it also does depend on whether chugging a potion was a bonus action. I can't remember if we did that or not.
No, I think it's an action still for us.
I've got a
don't
weird
think
feeling
we-
that it's doing one for yourself is an action. Giving is either like giving it yourself is a bonus action and giving it to someone else is an action. I can't remember. It's something like that. I think we're using a weird
I
ruling
think
for
it's
it.
that way around, yeah.
Yeah,
We can double check what Chris wants to.
yeah.
Yeah,
Once they come
Christmas back.
I think we were doing something
If-
with
if I can chug a-
potions, but
Yeah. I was gonna say if I can chug a potion, I might be able to survive a fireball.
that's it. It's easy. It's easy to dodge the fireball for you because Point gets to put where
Yeah.
it is, and the Reaper's big enough that you can be on the
I won't.
offside and just not get hit by it as long as like
Mhm.
me and Zorma are fine taking a hit, right? Because fireballs like you can
I
direct
won't be in
exactly
the
where it's
fireball
going.
range yet.
I will be, but
I
I'm
won't
fine
be
with
in the
it.
fireball first.
I've got I've got advantage on all
Because
deck
I'm
saves.
After the point.
Yeah, I've got advantage on all deck saves for multiple
Yeah.
ways. I can quad resist fire because I can dragon armor if it gets a
Oh,
particularly high
actually,
roll.
I do have advantage against fire.
Yeah, and you have as well, yeah. I've got 3 ways of getting
Which I
advantage
forgot about in the
against...
last fireball.
I've got 3 ways of being advantage against fire, by the way. I've got advantage against fire because Pyromancer, I've got advantage because Barbarian, and I've got advantage because Haste. So...
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't stack.
Unfortunately, yeah, it'd be great. Very sad Elven
same
Precision
sense
doesn't
also.
work like that. That'd be amazing.
You just eat the fireball
Yeah, literally.
after the.
And I've got at least 1 dragon armor left to, I've got 3 dragon armors left to get doubled resistance against fire.
Yeah, I got distracted. I am back.
Chris, by the way, it's
Okay.
Reaper's turn. The wall is down. He takes the fire dot from Gwen.
That concentration.
I don't believe so. It's just he's on
No.
fire.
Until you decide to put it out, it's there. To take that 2 damage.
It's 2 damage. Taking an action to put it out just does not seem
Yeah.
worth it.
It's definitely not.
If it gets to the point where this is what kills him, I don't know, man.
It notices it. That's the important thing of like, oh shit, my sleeve. Oh, there we are. Done.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm on fire.
Yeah, that's what that smell was. Okay.
We're strategizing. That's the point.
That's why he doesn't summon the next undead on this turn.
Just too distracted. Okay, let's see what happens next. Very exciting. Ooh, you might actually survive this.
We got a chance. We got a chance.
I always knew you would. Yep,
I didn't.
definitely.
I had no idea.
I've got nothing big
I
left.
had complete faith in you. Complete faith. Okay, Alvina. All right, now I believe you're 80 feet up. How much movement have you got with your haste?
I've got 90, but here's the bit, Chris. I can't get to him, so I'm going to fly above him and just cut my wings to land on him.
Okay, 1 sec. I need to get his stat block back up. So I need to figure out what the hell he can do about this.
If he takes no damage, basically it's mostly there for the movement. I might take a little bit of damage, which I'm fine with. It's mostly to get to melee with him. Because I was like, I don't want to have to calc how far.
I think you take 8d6 damage, 4 damage.
It's something like that, yeah. And I think
you can take a fireball's worth of damage.
Yeah, I think it's the I can make a thing to try and land on my feet to reduce it, but I know I'm taking some.
Where is his damn attack again? Oh, there it is. You're 80 high.
Yeah.
I forget how to do. Just make me an improvised attack with your body.
Do you want me to just do an unarmed attack? I'm angrily falling.
Yeah.
There's the 11.
What spells does he have?
He can feather fall me.
Oh wait, does he have feather fall?
That'd be funny if he does.
Good. Not by
So I don't want to get elves splattered on me.
You know, I guess funny he just gets up and like steps aside.
Crash. Yeah.
You crash down for 13. Unfortunately, a 13 was not enough to deal damage to him.
It's fine.
But you have landed, and that was just your movement.
Yep. So, yeah, Alvina is... Can I do a destiny to do something a little weird, Chris?
Always, that's the point of destiny.
Cool. Can I basically get my explosive rage from my hammer for... effectively for free, so I don't have to spend a bonus for it. And if I cannot get the disadvantage from its attacks as well, more to the plus. But...
I'll allow this.
Yeah.
It's using up a destiny. They're quite powerful.
Yeah. So Alvina is exploding on the way down, basically. And I am going to try brutaling these for all of them. So it is flat rolls, but I get the brutal effects. Because I gotta try laying into the guy. Come on, give me a good roll. 15. I am spending the hero dice on that. Which I don't remember what the hero die, or the thing from point. The point one. For 19. I think he's got higher.
He does have higher. He has 21
No.
as he places down his scythe, using the butt of it to knock your attack away.
Done.
I mean,
Well, aren't you a toe-tapping princess?
That's...
but because Alvina used
Oh.
my bardic inspiration, he doesn't need to make a con save.
Oh!
A con save.
Yep.
Is this actually hilarious? I don't think he has magical resistance, which is quite funny for me. Con save 29.
Yeah.
The
he
god
makes
of
it,
death
so it's
is like,
DC 17.
no.
What would that have
So,
done?
there is a massive explosion that would have dealt thunder damage
Where's the save or suck?
if.
So.
Well, come on,
save suck.
cowgirl.
And also, it would have been 4 thunder damage. So.
27. Roll
27. 27 will hit him.
1d8 plus 2d6
This is all the numbers.
plus 14 extra bludgeoning and fire. And you said you've got a fireball in your point, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I am going to make him have disadvantage on his next saving throw, and he can't make opportunity attacks.
Ooh, he is now into double digits.
Yay! And
Alright, Alvina, anything else?
yes, attack number 3. That is terrible. But
Wow.
He bats it away.
Oh,
That's
he's
not
back.
1d8 plus
Second haste.
2d6.
23.
11 more. And I am
11
going
more,
to...
He's still up.
Yeah, and I'm going to sunder him, so the next person that attacks him gets just 3 extra damage because rage.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, he has disadvantage on his next attack, and I'm not going to push him. So... Yep, that was 4 attacks.
Let's see, he has reloaded his gun. So, legendary action, roll me a d6. Let's see if he kills you.
1d6. He doesn't shoot me. Not that it matters, I've got 152 health left.
That's fair, that's fair. Alrighty then, the Reaper stands with just under 50 health.
I set him up for you all!
Yep.
Get him!
You
He's running
out
up.
death, the god of death.
I get advantage because I'm in your aura, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Technically,
seems
'cause
our
he
little
is
fight
in the
might be
aura.
coming to an end sooner than expected.
Come on,
So,
fuck you.
slashing at him for
Thank God for the advantage.
23 to hit. Yeah.
And 3 bonus damage from
23
rage.
hits.
Yep. Plus 3 bonus damage, and I'm also going to throw in my last psychic blades as well.
Okay, let's see. So this is 9 plus 3 for 12 first.
Yeah.
He's at 969.
Nice.
Where's my psychic?
31 hit points left.
Come on, fuck you.
Might take him out with this.
You
Oh,
might.
wait.
There's a chance.
No, he goes to 999. 30.
27.
30
Oh,
hit points
27.
He's on 3.
Yes, there we go. Yes, because he goes to 999. He has 3.
Are potions bonus actions
To consume, not to throw.
to consume? Yeah. Cool. And then fuck you's just gonna chug a greater healing potion.
This is one of the first times in like forever we've ever actually used a healing
Yeah.
potion.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah.
It has!
So an extra 15.
I generally can't remember the last time a potion was used in this game.
Because we've got
They're-
such.
We've also
We've got
regularly
such a good
used them to
healer that
res.
we've
We've,
not-
we've often used them to resurrect, to like get people from dying, but we've
Yeah.
not done it for anything else. I think.
Fair, it's fair. Alrighty then. Fuck you at the end of your turn. Roll me a d6. He's gonna shoot you.
Yep.
Let's see if you die.
Nope.
Woo!
Ooh.
Click.
That happened.
Get
Alright,
it,
the
point.
point. He has 3 hit points left.
Three hit points left.
All you gotta do is hit him.
Um,
How are you gonna do it?
Do
Can
it.
you take out the entity known as the Grim Reaper?
Do it, point.
Do it.
Press the button.
I wouldn't do it. I could, but I want to do it a badass way.
That is a badass
Don't pressure
way.
the point.
Yeah, just press the button.
Yay!
Look at him as he sees me casting a
Now remember the point.
5th level spell.
If you fail
Does he say
this,
anything?
oh wait, what's the good what's the ultimate cowboy line?
Reach for the sky.
He's gonna point his gun at you.
Yeah.
Well then, reach for the sky, partner.
It's high noon.
It's high noon.
And I'm gonna be cheeky, and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do the legendary on your turn. Roll me a d6 as he shoots at you. Let's see if you both take each other out.
He might actually get me with this.
Yeah, I know. What am I rolling for him, by the way?
Dex save.
Dex save, it's fireball.
Dex save, so I think minimum is 5. Minimum damage is 20.
It's vastly different. Oh, that was a 10. He failed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think this fight is over. No bones about it.
Boom.
Boom.
As presumably just behind the Reaper, fire balloons all around him, consuming him as the last of his flesh materializes, and you see this dapper, handsome cowboy. As he stands there, the fire receding behind him. Alright. There you go. What would you like to do? The point. It's the rest of your turn.
My brain just went to the guy from Call Me Trinity. I can't remember the actor's name.
I'm just gonna give Zormo give Gwen some bardic inspiration, just in case.
Give it to Zormi because I've got only a save I can do.
Okay. No, I think more we're gonna need your healing than anything else.
Find out. But he's still.
Oh, I've got 9 hit points, so you better hope not.
Alright, Zormir, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So all his flesh is knitted back,
Yes.
and he's just moving forward.
Yeah, he's just strolling. He just jumps off the mausoleum. Just walking.
I'm gonna move up to him and go, "Are we done then? Have we proven ourselves?"
Stab him.
Does he react to me?
Hmm? Oh, aye. This little skirmish is over now. Is this the end of combat?
Yay!
Woo! We did it.
Now comes the interesting bit.
As the Reaper walks to the middle of the graveyard, he raises his hand and a table rises from the grave.
Ooh. I'm intrigued.
Little table, little table.
I flap over to the table.
I will do what I was always going to do in Song of Creation, a steel chair.
Gonna hit him with it, or are you gonna sit on it?
The plan was if I could get close enough to hit him with
here's
it, but I couldn't. So.
Yeah.
And the cheers. Oh yeah!
Ah.
Well then, now that I'm fully flesh and blood, this is where the real fun begins. As he looks at each of you in turn. Yeah, as suddenly a firebolt hits him in the head.
Bink.
I got him!
Ah!
I got him!
He's... Yes, Lou, you got him. Well done.
And Lou Grimm, the kill stealer, strikes again!
I mean, why is it that Neil's characters end up being kill stealers? Like, there was Dion as well.
It's funny.
I think it was a turn order for a lot of the time for him.
I was remembering, I think Dion nearly got kill stolen in the one, because I think I nearly killed him.
Fair.
Alrighty then, little lady, since you were the one who started all of this, I guess you get first say. So what would it be?
I think. Remind me, Chris. How the fuck does the cycle of reincarnation work with elves?
Elves die. They find themselves in the Afterfey, a wasteland of territory. They wander until they find the time dragon. Their souls are sent back in time, and they find themselves in Elf Heaven.
Hell yeah.
With some small fragment of new information that they pass on to the gods.
Mm.
And then they are eventually reincarnated when they would like to be.
Hell yeah.
And are kicked back out into an elf.
I think that Alvina would go, that for everybody.
Yeah.
The Reaper just takes like a pause towards the contract. You do know that the gods are currently insane here, yes?
Fair point. Don't have to talk to the gods.
The rules of death have to be specific and generalized. They can't name many names. You understand. I can't guarantee they would continue to exist. And should the Arbiter of Death die, well, then you're left up creek without a paddle. So, can you be a little more specific as to what it is you want?
Okay. When people die, they can reincarnate. I guess that would be the term, right? Reincarnate specifically. It's not resurrect themselves.
If they want to.
They can choose to want to reincarnate. No, I was about to say they can reincarnate whenever they want to.
And how do they make this choice? Something has to happen between the then and now, surely. Normally they would go to the divine planes, but I suspect you don't really want that.
I have a no.
Each of you have a turn.
We have a turn.
State your wishes, after all. You gave creation to death incarnate. It's only fair you get a say in how this new rules are written. So then, how do we want to rewrite the laws of death?
So there's got to be there's a between the point of death and the reincarnation, they've got to be somewhere, right? That's basically the bit.
Aye, their souls have got to end up somewhere so they can materialize. And
they go. I know what Alvina would say, because she understands one extra plane. They could explore is it the dreamscape? Is that what we called it?
Dream realm.
The dream realm, or whatever it's called. Until they want to come back.
I think that's still.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Avina, I think that's still controlled by two entities. One is on our side. The one, assuredly, is not. The Jester controls that realm.
The ethereal realm is under mostly the heavily controlled paroles of the Republic.
Where is here?
What about the ethereal plane? Does anyone have a claim on that?
Probably.
Well, yeah, because the dreamscape is one of the lower realms of the ethereal realm.
It's part of it.
Yeah, because the ethereal realm is the realm of thought and consciousness. It's arguably where the Old Tombs have their most power.
Which is a worse idea.
What is the place
current
right now?
A small demi-plane I created for this eventuality. With what little power I did have at my disposal, though now I have significantly more thanks to the power-up you all provided.
Oh.
I must say,
you're
it's
welcome.
good to be alive.
Thumbs up.
Could it be a dedicated demi-plane? Like this?
A waiting room.
Certainly, I can sculpt a Death's Domain, if you will.
I just had the thought.
That would work.
Yeah, like a campsite.
I was thinking more like a fairground.
Well, I'm not gonna be around to keep it populated and entertain the guests, though I suppose I could be there to welcome each one. Give them enough information to wander the blank world they find themselves inhabiting before they make their decision to return or to move on. Then that brings me to my next question. What about those who don't want to reincarnate? What happens to their souls? What happens to that
Well,
energy?
we can make it like a doorway, and when they're ready to move on, they can just walk through it and become one with the universe.
So they'll destroy themselves. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, the energy has to go somewhere.
That it does.
Could give them the option. You could give them the option of where they would like to put their energy to.
Oh, and what
Even if
choices
it was
do they
this
have?
domain.
Alterra cosmology, soul engines are working, right?
So Albina did her one.
Oh.
Albina,
Needs to be sold back in.
Yes, 6 of them are working. 1 of them explodes into tiny little shrapnel.
Okay,
They
so
could
we're
go
not like
back.
dooming the heat death of the universe by saying it just goes away.
No, the soul engines still generate souls. It's actually why noids keep popping up still.
Okay.
we could have like a list of doors that have various options. One of the doors, please, can have Alvina on it. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
No.
we have the Alvina door.
Soul engines.
Please sprinkle yourself with salt and pepper before entering.
chili powder. Let's get it right.
Well. What?
I feel like people should get a trial of some kind based on their own beliefs.
What about just a choice of their own beliefs and like a catalogue? We could get a catalogue.
Yeah, and a choice at the end.
We could get a catalogue of options for them. Let them pick where they want to what they want to happen to themselves.
Where would you like to
If
put
I
your
know mine.
energy to?
Cowboy, what's a good Western version of?
Saloon.
Now, seeing you've got to cross the wilderness.
What's the
and whichever town you go to.
Yeah, what's the river in
Styx.
No, in Oregon Trail. The one that always kills you.
Oh,
Oh. Isn't that the Mississippi River?
it has a name.
No,
I don't think
wrong
it's the
side.
Mississippi. It's a different one. You've got to ford it. One moment. Oregon Trail River.
You got to ford it. You dive. Yep. Googling it as well.
Cross
You want
There's
them to
4 of
become a river?
the river crossing.
Kansas, Big Blue, Green, and Snake are the rivers.
Crossing game. There's the first one. There's the famous one that kills everybody.
It's the Kansas River, the Big Blue River, the Green River, and the Snake River.
Yeah.
And what's the biggest?
I mean,
one?
If they
The
became
Snake
a
River
river,
is
they'd
on
be
theme with
empowered
like the Nuggets.
cataclysm. You want to power up Cat or something? Telling them to turn into rivers?
No. What are you
Metaphorical
talking
rivers.
about? Don't get crazy, Zombie.
Someone talking about rivers.
There's more. There's a lot of rivers, you know.
Can you make their souls experience the cruelty they performed in life?
Jesus, Gwent.
And who sets the
Yeah,
rules?
I'm with Gwent on this.
Who sets the rules for what counts as cruelty? Long-legged lady.
Lady.
I don't know what you look like. You've got the cloak.
Like, yeah. Like, people know in their hearts. The judgment is their own.
I see. So you want each individual to decide what their punishment ought to be.
No, I want them to experience the cruelty that they perceived as cruelty.
And you want it
Should
to
an
be
individual not consider themselves as being cruel by their perspective? How would you like to handle that?
Immediate disintegration.
Yikes.
who judges if their
Can we
perception
not have that
falters from
happen, Gwen?
reality?
Just as a heads up.
No, I'm going to put my knuckles on the table. I will.
Oh, you've got yourself a job.
Again, I can't
Oh, God.
give any one individual that form of responsibility and role. The system has to be autonomous. It has to function by itself.
Oh,
Otherwise, you're seeing a massive increase in power requirement.
oh, does
Subconscious.
guilt persist after dying?
Yes, but for those who don't feel guilt, I think that's where you're going to find the problem.
Yeah, then they're lucky.
Would the punishment? Could you
Well, the ones that don't
automatically
feel
design a
guilt.
punishment from the perception of them by their peers? Or just
Now,
like
does their
Yeah,
peers
no,
have to be of
that's,
the same species
What-
or a cross-section of different species? I don't know if
any
you've met the
sentient
UNT, but
Oh,
they don't seem to have a concept of guilt.
yeah, it's a bad setup.
What about they endure the pain that they inflict on others 1,000-fold?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
And you're willing to suffer that for all the creatures you've killed.
Yes.
Who thinks I'm gonna die?
I see. Well,
Great
we'll
hand.
ignore you for the time being, because you're clearly not behind a veil of ignorance. But the rest of you, you're willing to suffer all that pain even if it was a requirement.
One moment.
After all, I
maybe
don't think
1,000-fold,
getting,
but
given the combat we had just here, I don't think getting
Hmm.
smashed by a molten hammer over and over again for the rest of eternity is quite an ideal picnic scenario.
Alvina's genuinely trying to remember any time she did anything particularly horrific. Because most of the ways she's killed people is at least very quick and brutal. So, she's like...
You made a guy swallow his own helmet?
He didn't die from that.
Yeah, true.
And he was undead.
Yes, but to be fair, I believe it was pain dealt, not a matter of whether or not the creature was still alive, so... I'm just saying, all those battles are gonna add up, and a small nick here or there won't be much, but death by 1,000 cuts is very much a liability in your case.
Yeah.
How about instead
I will
of
say,
actually
I will say,
suffering-
you're already dead. So you won't, it's not like it'll kill you.
I mean,
No,
do we
it will
also
most
have to
likely drive
punish?
you insane.
Yeah, that's a bad sign, because you're going to get a lot of crazy people.
Is this going to be specifically a punishment realm?
Well, that's for your group to decide. I'm just the arbiter.
I think, no, I've got one.
Towards that.
I've got one. We don't, there's no punishment things for it. Because it's a waiting room with a lot of people in. And you get the option to wait around as long as you want. So you know all those people that you inflicted horrible things to when you were alive, they could be in the room with you.
Yes.
And
if you make
Well,
an
I
even
think
playing field-
if they remember you, then they could give you one hell of a kicking.
Oh, you want there to be pain that exists in this realm.
Yeah.
I
don't
see.
think
So
that's
bad
an-
guys can torture those who are waiting. That's very cruel of you.
Again, I think we're getting
that
fixated on the
that's
punishment.
Mm. Yeah,
element of
let's
it.
let's not worry about the punishment. Let's just there's a place they can go and they can resurrect whenever they want. Is a good start, right?
What
We can
about
all
getting like
agree
a
on
bunch of
that.
therapists in
We
there?
can no, because there's always a benchmark
Yeah.
for therapists.
I
Hey,
mean,
agree.
good ones.
There is a realm. There is a trial. I like the idea of people you knew in life being there to either help you or hinder you.
Oh, see,
Maybe
no,
not as pain,
the
but-
people get to pick whether they're there or not because they can just go, I want to resurrect immediately, or I want to wait. You know, I've got some time.
Actually, how would resurrection happen? Would it be being born again?
I mean, yeah,
would they
Well, that's
remember?
for you to decide.
yes.
So, actually, don't want, like, say, a tyrant. You kill them, and they just go right and back again.
They have to be born again.
After all, what rules apply to death also apply to undeath, and while I'm loath to endorse the undead, you won fair and square, and I am bound by my own honor to agree whatever rules you set forth.
Yeah, they're born again. Can be. It also could mean there's a waiting place, which means that if one of their friends actually resurrects them, then that's where they've gone from.
They can be resurrected, yeah.
Yeah. Like, they can wait. It's not an immediate, they just pushed through.
Now, there may be one little snag that you've not considered.
Mm-hmm.
No realm or demi-plane is immune to compromise. What were to happen, say one of the mad gods were to find and break into this waiting plane to find a buffet of powerful souls to consume? What ought to happen then?
Instant collapse.
Mass resurrection.
The mass resurrection would be a cool one.
Yep.
Oh, I see. So everyone waiting would be deprived of choice and be automatically resurrected. Now, what if there aren't enough vessels ready to be resurrected into? What happens?
Animals.
You want it to be resurrected into, and let's say, well, now
Do animals have
there's
souls?
a saying there that they do not. No.
Are you okay with collaborating with other pillars?
Why, most certainly, but none of them exist yet, so that'll be a little difficult the time being.
Cat's
Well,
a
the
little
idea was-
stronger.
Except
Ted.
for Ted, I believe. He may be the only one currently in existence.
So if there are no vessels in the present, there will be in past and future.
There will be, but then you require a waiting place to put them. After all, having a look at Alvina's memories, I believe that's what this afterfay is comprised of. A temporal space in the future in which to house the souls until they are sent back for waiting bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's too hot to think temporally right now. But surely that's not how time travel works.
Don't worry about it.
Says you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can you put a time dilation on this realm or that specific dead thing?
Would have to be a Ted thing.
Nah, I was gonna say maybe like every day in here is worth 10,000 outside, but oh well.
Jesus Christ.
So a resurrected soul then might find himself suddenly having memories of thousands of years ago, as he's resurrected into the future.
Oh no, they
Just
don't
to
get the
know,
memories.
Well, that's how the elven resurrection seems to work. So I'm playing by the rules Alvina here has stated. She wants everything to be just like the elves.
It's great.
That means memories from past lives.
Don't think you should get memories.
Why not? They're very handy.
Because you're just giving evil people a step up to start with. And you're giving some of us who don't want to think about stuff.
How
You're going to
about we
curse us in
put
another life.
Oh, you forget a
actually-
few of them. Don't worry, it happens all the time. It's
Yeah,
not like a
it's the way
perfect
family
image back
flexible
in.
with work.
I mean, how about we have it this status as elves can continue to do that, but the rest of us don't? 'Cause I don't know.
Well, here I am trying to define a ultimate set of rules, and you're wanting caveats? You're getting awfully cheeky there, Zormir. I'll bring back the Death Knights.
Please
I mean,
Is there a way within your power to not have the memories remain, but have them accessible
No.
through work? Like, they're obviously this is out of your brain, but there to be a spell that is learn about your past life, or help someone learn about their past.
But
life.
not everyone's can do magic, you know.
You're mincing words there, the point. Because either they're available to be accessed, even if there's a barrier to blocking them, or they're not available. You can't have it both ways. You're going down the street, you need to pick a direction.
Well,
I think
how
they're
the hell-
available with a barrier.
I'd
the
just say
hell
they're just
does
like any
elves
memory.
actually- access your memories?
Things
How
could
have you
be...
been doing this for so? Because we don't quite understand this, considering we don't have that same thing happen to us.
Can't remember. It's kind of the
So
point.
funny watching players try and come up with rules.
It's kind of the
How
idea.
about-
I can't remember all of it. I remember bits and bobs.
How about something to, if you learn to meditate on it, and like the elves do, have access to the memories that way
I'm pretty sure most
instead
people
of
would...
just it all flooding back.
I'm pretty sure most people would die if they tried that. You know, the lack of sleep thing.
Meditating.
No, you can't.
I mean,
we
people
do
can
that
meditate
instead of.
without-
We do that instead of sleeping. We can't fall asleep because of that.
We
I'm
can
pretty
still
sure if most
sleep
people
well.
did that, they
Not
just,
an
you know.
alternative to sleep.
What?
Avina, I'm saying there isn't just a choice between sleeping and meditation. People can still meditate and sleep. It's just apparently your race doesn't.
Yeah, but we're also the only
I'm
race that
saying
can
that
do
we
that,
could-
so I think they're not mutually exclusive.
Are you saying that we
I
can't
think we're
meditate in
speaking
it?
to the person who can change that.
Yes. I mean, being able to meditate and find those memories, or something like that, rather than just or find them through dreams.
We
I
can't.
don't know.
We can't
Something
dream.
that's not instantly. Not instantly. Like, I think there's something memories that Gwent wants to forget. And I can't blame them. That you burden them with that memory all over again when they resurrect isn't what they don't want.
Yeah, that's what the forget.
Fresh start.
That's what the kind of the forgetting part is for. You know.
Yes, but we can't choose what we remember and forget.
Yeah. But just things get forgotten.
I forget how much hard work it is arguing things with you.
Yeah.
Well then, while you discuss
And
this,
without
why don't
here.
I give your group a couple minutes while I go and take a smoke? I
Fair.
want to test out these new lungs. I'll come back to see
Okay.
what progress you've made, and if need be, apply a little structure to help this along. I ain't got all eternity. I do,
Mayonnaise, there you
but
go.
I'm gonna get bored before that.
Entirely fair. Yeah, you
Yes,
don't.
with that, we're gonna come up to our second break.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you have worked out
Yeah.
the final part of this, you get to define the rules of death and reincarnation.
Hell yeah.
I may have just realised I've accidentally left the "We'll be right back" screen on since last one.
And they never
been
saw what happened.
Doing anything on screen.
It's fine. You show it on me.
Yeah.
If you want the viewing.
Yes, each of you go away and have a little talk about not only what the character would do, but also what the player is, so you can come up with a unified rule. Because I'm not doing an hour of roleplay of people discussing terrible philosophy.
Yeah.
Because you're all bad at it.
Yes, we are.
Common words here. But that's fine. I just need to know what your characters would do.
Ye-
Mhm.
And I'll come back with a little structure with 3 questions if need be.
Okay.
Yes.
But I wanted to give you all the opportunity to do something extreme should you desire it.
We might.
After all, nobody says there has to be a death.
Immortality for all.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. That's a
But
terrible
I'll
idea.
leave that up to y'all. I'm gonna go get more water because I've already ran through my latest glass.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I
See
don't.
y'all in a couple minutes.
See ya.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't believe that the elf one is you perfectly remember everything that happened in every previous life. That's not
Yeah,
how
but
it
if you
works.
remember
Yeah.
some of it, who wants a little
Yeah.
sprinkling of trauma over their first life?
You're also forgetting which character you're talking to. You're talking to an idiot. You're having the
Yeah, that's
explanation
why I-
done by
why
an
I said
idiot,
what I said.
which is why it's like, well, no, that's not how it works at all. Because she doesn't remember a lot of the things from previous lives.
Mm.
And she's
But
your only
accessing those
benchmark.
memories being optional works.
Yeah,
my
I think you should just go back as a clean slate, and you regain the memories once you die again.
Oh, like that.
I have the bit of I don't think that's how the elven one works, but I don't know the full depths of how the elven one works.
So my thinking is when you die, your memories stay in Death's domain, but you're resurrected as a clean slate. When you die again, you come back with those memories and your previous memories.
Man, that's
So they
traumatizing.
get so you have the two sets of memories when you come back to Death's domain, and each time you die, all your death memories or previous life memories stay in Death's domain, and um, you keep adding new and new ones. So yeah,
You want to
and then
average out
after
the shitty people.
yeah, kinda. So
Yeah.
like you can so when they keep going back, they keep going through their previous memories, and then they can then choose whether they want to resurrect again or go into the nothingness.
With a fresh set of eyes each time. That could be cool.
Yeah,
Keep the elven one the
because like
same.
if they
You'll take-
yeah, so like if they keep dying and being an asshole, then they're thinking, yeah, there's got to be something up with me. I don't want to keep being an asshole to everyone that I meet and go into the nothingness.
That's
Or
after
if
they
they're
get their like.
constantly good and good and good.
That's after they get their
Yes,
one
that
good
requires them
guy.
to have some level of
Yeah, but
self-reflection. as
that
well,
could be
so-
they
Yeah.
get the one time they resurrect as a good guy and go, I'm a piece of shit. This is the only time I'm good. I'd better stop this now.
Yeah.
I say you gotta
Come
have
on,
memories of
you've
past
gotta have
lives.
you've gotta have death be
Uh.
relatively like even on good and evil. It's very morally grey. You can't have it
So
one way for some, one way for the others.
Yeah, it's not as if
Oh.
like there is a morality there. It's their
Yeah.
own morality.
Yeah.
So it's not
Do you
being
think
decided by
that-
anyone.
After they've got their memories back in Death's domain, then they can choose whether or not to release their energy into the universe or to
Yeah.
resurrect. Because you like
Yeah.
to say, it could be an arsehole for 80 of them. The one good guy goes, I'm probably going to be this arsehole again. This is the chance.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, you
you
could
also-
have it
I've
so
also just
like
thought of
if
something.
when they die, yeah, go.
If you do it like that and all
Sure.
your memories come back, you can pick what memories to remember in your next life.
I was gonna suggest something like you have when you resurrect, you have a vague sense of self. So if like you can decide whether you want to keep being an arsehole, you have that the vague sense of self that you want to do that or not, essentially.
Possibly. I was thinking you can pick which memories you remember when you go into the next one.
Yeah,
So if
I
it's
mean,
like
you
you have
could do
some
that.
trauma and stuff, you can go, I don't want to remember this. Deleted. Gone.
Yeah.
Each
Or
time you get to
if
pick
you're
which
crazy,
memories
you think,
come.
I only want to remember this. And then you go in fresh
Yeah.
and can start out terrible.
Also could mean that you can get to pick your own
Choice
like food recipe that you wanted to have.
Choice of one memory to take along.
Not even one
Out of
memory. You get to pick
multiple
all of them.
memories,
You get to just pick, not one. You don't get a limit. You get
No.
No. You go when you're resurrected. You only go back with one memory, and that defines what kind of person you'll be.
That's gonna be horrible. That's gonna
Because
cause so many
24
extreme.
hours of memories. Yeah.
Maybe
It makes it
I
more.
think memories back when you resurrect, when you go to Death's
Yeah.
domain. That makes most sense.
Yeah, that-
He was
Yeah.
saying
like
putting
that.
caveats on it
I like-
is harder. Is the main thought.
Yeah.
So going like,
I think
oh,
that's
this
the thing
sense.
is that if you remember-
caveats for how it works.
Yeah, we could be
I
the.
mean, taking back every memory would mean you'd never become a good guy.
Mm.
You'd always be that bad guy.
Yeah, but you get
you'd
to
have-
pick.
you'd
You get
have-
to pick. That's where you get to pick however much of your memories from your past
Yeah,
life
but
as
what
you
bad
want.
guy's gonna pay?
Well, they don't
bad
have
guy's
to,
going
do
to pick
they?
everything.
They might.
Yeah, but bad
Yeah,
guys
but-
will pick everything.
And then eventually they'll
Yeah.
go insane for having every memory they've ever had.
Yeah, but what that kind of goes is the opposite of what I'm saying. Is like all
Yeah,
your
I
memories
like-
stay in Death's domain. You can
Like
keep one.
Hugh's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping one means that you're at least giving yourself a little bit of a start, but not a elf level of start.
Yeah.
feels a bit more
maybe
fair.
kind of stealing this idea from Hell's Bells on TikTok, but
But I don't.
It feels a
like
bit more balanced that way.
Alvina definitely does not like that idea.
I know Alvina
but
wouldn't
you're
like that idea, but you're outvoted by the rest of us who would feel that makes it more balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be very mad for that one. She would not be happy.
I mean, you don't remember most of your shit anyway, so what do you care?
No, but I remember all the stuff I like.
You think you do?
And
Yeah.
yeah, literally, yeah.
Well, I like every memory I have.
Memory can be
Well, I like
a
every
list
memory.
of things you like.
Yeah, but that's only what you get to only one thing. She's losing so much.
So
Well,
you
just
get
not
to
die.
discover those things again for new.
No, but I already know them.
Alrighty, let's bring it back in.
Yep.
We've came up with an idea that Alvina hates, but the rest of us all like.
Yes.
Alrighty then. Have your little group had time to think? What decision and conclusion have you drawn to?
Right.
I
So,
believe we have.
yeah. When you die, you come to Death's Domain. You can then choose to resurrect as a clean slate, but you can choose one memory that you can keep, and that'll set how you're going to be for that life. And then when you die again, you bring back that life memory to add to the memories that are stored in Death's Domain. And then you can keep doing that over and over and over, and until you build up a massive library of memories. And then you can choose to keep resurrecting, or you can go into the ether of the universe.
We can give you energy
Oh
to
wait,
what you
so
feel like.
each memory gets you one, and when you come back, you've got all the list of all the ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much
Yeah.
better then. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking you just get
So all
one, and you get a list
yeah.
that you can
No,
pick
no.
one off of the list.
No.
Like, when you go back, you
Memories
get
are stored
everything.
in Death's Domain.
Oh, I'm fine with that then. That's better.
How does that sound
Alrighty
to you?
then. So let me just recap here. You want me to set up a plane in which souls can find their way to?
Yes.
You want that soul to have the option to contemplate upon their life and either resurrect or walk through a doorway into oblivion, returning their energy to the cosmos. If they choose a resurrection, they get to keep one memory from their past life for the next run.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
they get to be reborn. And I assume you're happy with a soul going to any available vessel at the time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, random choice.
Roll on the table.
Very well. As you watch as magically all of this writes itself down into the contract.
And then, like I say, when they die again, that new life's memories get added to the memories that are stored in the Death's Domain.
And then the next time they get two
Very well, it
memories.
gets added to the collection so they can choose their starting
make a
bonus from a
judgment.
wider list.
Yes.
It's
And
mostly
again,
so they can have a
contemplate and
choice.
yeah.
Because if someone's constantly being a bad person and comes back after being a good person, they might not want to continue.
That, or they might again try to choose to be a good person and try to break that cycle.
Well, I ain't no
That as
morality
well.
police, so I don't particularly care one way or another.
It's their own personal morality. You don't need to worry about that.
Yes.
I think that's what I just said,
Did you-
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like this.
So you get lots.
It-
Eventually,
less-
you'll have lots of things you can remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, and do you want these rules to apply immediately or after you're resurrected?
After we're resurrected.
Yeah.
After, I think we need our memories right
Also-
now.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
We
with
should.
with resurrection,
We should
the
include
spell.
resurrection spells.
With the resurrection spell, you get all of them from the previous one. You're not blank slated from those.
Yeah. As
Oh,
long
yeah,
as the
that
vessel you've
previous
just left is
incarnation's
still
memories.
available,
Yeah.
I see.
including the high-level resurrection, rebuilding that vessel in order to put you back in it.
Yes.
You don't think it might be slightly unfair that you don't have to apply by your own rules?
Hey, I got forced
Of
into this
course.
to begin with.
I don't think anyone is choosing this route willingly, to be fair, little lady.
Yep.
I mean,
No.
No one really
those
wants to die.
resurrection rules, I think, would apply for everyone. We're just putting into the contract you use that resurrection magic on us now. Any future death, fair enough, it applies to us.
Well, hold on now. I never said I had that sort of magic to begin with.
Well, I can do 2 of us.
I'm just pulling your chains.
Okay.
Alvina was not trying not to laugh because she actually did. He actually did say that when nobody else was here that he could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, she actively knew he could.
Okay.
Because that was part of the original agreement for the fight to happen to begin with. So.
All right,
There's
and
a sense of humor. I like it.
do you still want this? Having a look here at the old rules. Do you still want this 1 minute delay set upon the death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the
Which one?
high level resurrection stuff?
It's like 100 years.
That's like 100 years or
that.
something.
Do you have the part? Alvina's gonna look. Do you have the part where it has like the? Is it revivify? That's the minute you have to get to it.
Yeah, that's why it's 1 minute break until death.
Can we add a 0 to the end of that?
You can if you want, but you're leaving some vulnerable souls on the playing field to be hoovered up.
A minute is enough.
All right.
If you give more, the creatures that have more will be able to get back easier, and sometimes you don't want that.
Fair enough.
And you might want to think about the fact that your fuel.
Yes.
Yeah, so are they.
We don't want to.
Plus, there is like ways of stalling the soul leaving the body as well, like with gentle repose.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
We still have spells to keep the soul around, but yes.
It's fine. It means I get my good cardio in the next time you die again, Zoma.
Magic should still work.
I'm gonna start stretching again.
Yeah, but you always do a real weird slow motion run when you get real close to him, though. It's very off-putting, I found.
You've got to add to the
Like you're trying to eke
drama.
out that minute.
You've got to add to the drama. You've got to get it within the last couple of seconds, or there's no point.
Helps concentration on the spell, so Alvina stalls out.
She stalls out. She keeps talking and things. She just can't take actions and stuff. She can't punch you.
Are we done here? Have everything been discussed that we need to? Anything
most
else?
certainly. You watch as he flicks his gun and empties all 6 chambers of it.
He just put those back in.
Well then. Merry wishes to a happy life, and I'll see most of you within the year.
Before we go, last time we met, you gave me a quest. Are you still wanting me to do that, or?
Oh, you got a quest?
Oh, that's right. Yes, I'm pretty sure the Spectre's gonna be mighty pissed with what you've done.
Okay.
Not to be rude or anything, but is there any chance you can do some magic-y stuff and heal us up before we go?
I'm sorry, I'm now the new Pillar of Death. I ain't the Pillar of Life.
Or magic?
Oh, I suppose.
Oh
that's
no,
me then.
I am the Pillar of Magic too.
Oh, are you? Cool.
I think they were.
Kind of leans down to Alvina. I'm not really, but at this point I'm just messing with Zormir.
I mean, that's the best way to do
I
things.
do
So
like
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Yeah, just down to this side of the table.
I mean, he's constantly popping in unannounced and then leaves just as quick. It's kind of annoying. I don't have a revolving door policy.
I get that, yeah. Be thankful you don't have to be the one to
Can you put
carry
in
him
Jerry
to the
next time he pops
resurrection
up?
every time.
You know, I can hear you.
No, you can't.
Anyway,
Just
give me
imagine
back
it's
my
on you.
bullets and get the hell out of my house. As a bullet reverses from each of your foreheads and returns to his gun, reloading it.
Ugh, that felt weird.
As you are all
Yeah.
brought back to life.
Yay!
Yay, thanks, Nada.
Is our hit point maximum back to normal, by the way, Chris?
Was it reduced at any point?
Yeah, he hit us with
Yeah.
the
Oh, it
Reaper
was.
attack.
I love that attack. It's great.
He's great.
Yeah, you can all gain the
Cool.
benefits of effectively like greater restoration, return all your hit point maximums. You don't get the health back yet.
Yeah,
But
that's
all
right.
your hit point maximums go
Better than
back up.
nothing.
it's fine. I'm still higher than I was when we went into the Death's Domain, so it's fine. Even with the, 22 damage that I took after of the hit point maximum being reduced.
I'm good.
Yeah, that was cool.
Alrighty.
Still about half HP, yeah.
As you examine your newly returned body, you find not a wound or mark that wasn't already previously there. Some of you are a little bit more thorough in inspecting your person. Notice a small skull tattoo now on the underside of your neck beneath your ear.
Ooh, neat.
It's in the whole tattoo.
You also notice, I'm pretty sure each of you, I can't remember if you had or are supposed to have, a small hourglass tattoo as well somewhere on your body.
I don't remember that, so I'll take your word for it.
Nope.
Well, this is the first time you know it's it then.
It's on my ankle.
I guess technically your deaf one can also be anywhere. They don't really need to be under the ear. I just like them all lining up.
I was say, I want all of them at Alvida's ankle. Just weird, really weird spot.
You don't like
Yeah.
a tramp stamp?
No. You can have a tramp stamp if you want. I'm very curious where it turns up on a centaur.
I'm assuming the hourglass one is on the back of Fuck You's neck, so that's why he's never noticed it.
I believe that.
It's true, and honestly,
For
there's so...
sure.
But yes, you each effectively gain the effect that on a long rest. A long rest or dawn? I haven't actually decided that one yet.
If these effects,
Dawn is
Dawn
more
sounds
aesthetic.
cooler for a lot of these ones.
Dawn does
Yeah.
sound cooler.
Yeah.
Alright, once per dawn, you gain the benefits of a Death's Ward.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
I'll put this as other.
As
From-
Death has decided he wants you to show up less at his house.
Yeah.
So Zormi's got like 6.
Unfortunately, he could only give you 1. But it renews. So if you use it up, you get it back
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah, 1 per dawn.
Nice.
Death Ward. Did we get anything for the hourglass, by the way?
You have, but it's not come up.
Okay.
It is a passive ability that you won't actually notice outside or in game.
Cool.
Cool.
I've called it Death
Although I
Mark.
suppose I can. I can just tell you.
Time moves at the rate of plot.
Because the hourglass one prevents you being erased from history.
Ooh.
Oh. Thanks, Dad.
I thought it like you said thanks, Dad.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said as well.
Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure he said Ted, but it sounded like Dad. It's like, thanks, Dad!
Yeah.
Ted prevents being
Time fuckery.
erased from history. which is bad news
keep
for...
here long enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna call these ones marks for each of them, because I've put Death Mark. Oh, I can put Time Mark as a better one than Hourglass. Yeah. That's a better name.
And the pillar we've not discovered yet is the Oh Hi Mark.
It might be. Oh, hi, Mark!
I did not kill her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Glass.
Yeah, I might get my discussion with the witness.
Tattoo. Are you gonna pick a fight?
So tempted
No.
just to put you in a regular room now.
But fuck, you can stay with the winners, right? That's funny.
Yeah, fuck, he's already got everything he needs.
I know, that's why it's funnier. What does the room actually look like that I'm in now, by the way? Because I got shot before having a proper look around.
Like a derelict, abandoned IKEA.
Where am I?
Oh yeah, shit, we don't know where Gwent is! Because Gwent's not been back on the IKEA map since respawning. Since being...
It's just a record player play.
Roll D100.
Playing a cowboy song.
See how many... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60... A D like 69 would actually work, by the way, which is how many chances do you get to roll a D69? Because a D69 will put you to any square up to like this one that's been revealed so far.
Yeah.
So... I can't remember which direction I'm traveling in. Okay, I figured it out.
Ladders at the end, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a ladder at the end of my one, because we hadn't explored that far yet, so...
You came up here and went that way.
Oh yeah, shit, I'm going the other direction, aren't I? Yeah, it is that way.
We were going this way.
Yeah, because I hit this ladder.
Initially, because you could...
Okay.
And you went left. Yeah, Gwent, give me... Roll me a D100.
Gwent's finished, actually, already. 32. Oh, you've gone not very far. 1, 2, 3...
Yeah, you're like there.
You're there! He's there!
Oh, yeah.
You're in with another blood naga!
Oh, that was... That was the room that I left, I think. Because they're not...
They're not dead.
Those two
so
aren't
there are
fighting.
they haven't there's not one singular enemy in the room, which means that Lou's been there. It's not no survivors, which means I've been there.
This is the ones having a debate,
Yeah.
I believe.
I like that you genuinely can
weigh
tell.
in on the debate because
You genuinely can tell every room that Lou's been in, by the way, from which has enemies in, because there is a blood naga and a dead body. Oh, you're in a bone room. If you roll a 1, you can get Abby out of whatever the hell trap she's stuck in. Because she's been stuck in a trap room for, like, 6 rounds.
Oh no.
We have no idea what it is. Well, she keeps passing, failing, passing, failing, passing, failing. So she's not, like, dying or anything, but she's not escaping.
And Jones has been stuck in a loop of the same rooms because he keeps landing on the snake.
Yeah, I can only imagine, by the way, that Lou stands back up and goes back to drinking blood.
To be fair, they did finish it last time. Let's see now. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Alright, Jones, you're making progress again.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
If we go to the person first away, which is the point. The point. You are in the trap room. I believe it was the mimic one.
was the
Or
mirror
bottom
one.
of the mirror?
Oh, it was the
It was the
mirrors.
mirror
It was the
one through the shop.
mirrors. Yeah.
All of the Naga appear to be heavily lacerated by glass and are all unconscious. What would you like to do?
Loot that
Let's
body.
keep 'em
Loot
roll.
that body.
They're Nagas, they won't have good stuff on them.
You have scales.
Unless they obviously do, in which case.
They do not. They do have
I'm
no
not
need for
spinning
it.
the unconscious Nagas.
I would.
No, that should you not.
And that's the difference between us.
That is the difference.
Do we know if this treasure room's been looted yet or not?
Of course it has. Zoma's been past it.
The one two in front of me.
Remember, Zoma has hit, I
Okay.
think, every single treasure room on the way up.
Okay.
Including
let's
the
go
one that
straight
I
to
have the
bonus
loot
you, Abby.
from. Including the one I have the loot from.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have kitchenware. Oh yeah, I have a fucking soul cage or some random shit like that, don't I?
Who knows?
I don't know what it is, but it looks like a soul cage. You don't say what I imagine a soul cage would look like. Do I have a phylactery?
All right. You were going to Abby, you said? One,
Yeah, I'm
two,
gonna roll a
three,
6.
4, 5, 6. Okay.
Giving up on not metaing it.
All right, let me see what we've got here. Okay, you find yourself, that's quite funny, once more in a room of mirrors.
Oh no, not again.
As you glance around, you notice that there isn't a cube in this room. However, you do see one reflected in the mirror in what should be the center of the room. You do not see Abigail.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, given I came here on a meta, I don't know Abby is here, so push against one of the mirrors.
You do so. It falls over and smashes.
7 more years bad luck. To add to your, like, 70,000
Yeah,
years
okay.
of bad luck.
Yeah, one more doesn't change anything.
Nothing else happens.
Yeah.
It appears to be a mirror, just aisles and aisles of little desk mirrors, little like makeup and face mirrors, as well as a couple standing, large rectangular mirrors. One of which that you didn't realize wasn't actually secured to the ground and just tipped over by its own weight at the slightest nudge. Luckily, it didn't domino into several mirrors behind it, as that could have been catastrophic.
I'm wondering if it's just everything you can only see is reflected, so it's like the dice is actually there, just invisible.
Yeah, that's my next plan. Go to where the dice is reflected as being and kind of feel around.
All right, you do so. As you feel around the empty space in front of you, you don't find anything. The area there is devoid of any physical contact.
Okay. Back to inspecting the mirrors.
Give me an Arcana check.
Connor is there. I'll take it.
Pretty good.
Nice. You notice there's a slight distortion off your reflection in the mirror, and you realize it's because it's a an inverse reflection to what you're used to.
Oh god, that looked
Okay.
weird. That looks so strange.
So, not a true reflection. And there is another point there mirroring me, just in the wrong direction.
Yeah, as if you're looking at a photograph instead of a reflection.
That would be so uncanny.
Yeah. Is anyone else here?
There is no response. You notice in several of the mirrors that the dice seems to be located ever so slightly differently than what you'd expect it to be in each of the mirrors.
Ooh.
Well, in lieu of better ideas, walking around, waving my hands in empty space.
Are you doing
Approximately
any form of
dice-like.
calculations or literally just trying to do it at random?
If I can calculate where it's slightly off to, now knowing it's not a true reflection.
You can give me an
I would.
Investigation check.
Natural one. Natural one. Just flail. 25, that's good.
25.
That's a good roll.
25. Using all the various reflections, you're able to triangulate down to where it should actually be in the room instead of just where you think it ought to be. And as you search in that area, it would have been, if you'd searched at random, probably taking you a couple hours to find it. But going straight for it, you manage to bump into the solid invisible cube that hovers into the air.
Ah, there it is. And give it a roll.
All right, what would you like to roll?
Assume someone else has done. Can I see the cube?
You can't. You can see it in the mirror. It looks like it was previously rolled a 3.
Okay. There's no good rolls on a. Let's roll a 2 just for fun. Unless that's gonna fuck things up.
No, that's fine. You roll a 2.
Of course,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an inverse die because it's invisible.
Okay. Inverse die. Yeah. Fair enough.
You find yourself in a room with a blood naga and a spirit naga, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. Gwent, you find yourself in a bone room, a giant bony tail up popping from the ceiling, and all around you piles upon creatures, discarded bones. What would you like to do? You occasionally hear a giggle of fuck you.
Well, I don't like that. Okay, well, first things first, heal thyself. So I've got slightly better than 9. It's not great, it will do.
850's not bad.
There's a... For some reason, I remember I had 2 dice, or anything doubles.
That is correct.
So I'm going to go for a 6.
6.
That puts you on the final one of this one, right? Ooh, one before it, okay.
Now they bounce off and come back one.
Ah, fair.
Alright, and this is a treasure room that Zormir has not been to.
The only one!
And I need to find my table. Here we go. Roll me a D100.
You managed to win yourself a blood naga.
90! A new car!
90, let's see.
A blood
Actually,
It's
naga.
a blood naga and their friends.
It's 90 blood nagas,
Alright.
actually.
You find an ancient arrow of elven design.
Oh, shit.
The stand arrow.
The stand arrow! Did just finish season 5, by the way. On our JoJo adventure that me and a group of friends are doing.
Yep.
It was very good.
Nice.
Went gained a stand.
Quent's stand would definitely be just escape the stand.
Have you?
Yeah.
Alrighty. But that's what you find in this beautiful chest at the center of the room next to the die. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we move on to the next character?
I mean, investigate the arrow.
What's the-
Arcana the arrow, something.
What's the name
Give
of
me
the
an Arcana
song?
check.
What's the name of the song that goes run, run away, baby? What's its name? Because that's the name of Gwent's
No
stand.
idea.
That's the name of Gwent's stand.
As you look at the arrow, it does not appear to be magical in any way. However, inscribed at the tip of the arrow beneath the arrowhead, you find the symbol of what appears to be two combined die, almost melted into each other, crisscrossing each other.
Oh, it's literally called Runaway Baby. Okay. Helpful.
Like an infinity symbol kind of thing.
Yeah, but more pointy.
A sharp infinity symbol.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Alrighty then. With that, we'll come back to you afterwards.
Yeah, Lewis technically next, but
I
they're
need
doing
to
things.
roll
So
3d6. Nope. 1 second.
I'm looking forward to seeing what weird cursed powers Lou gets for drinking all that very evil blood.
He gets the modifier moist.
Ugh.
Moist.
Which makes anyone around
Warlock
us
level.
uncomfortable.
Level 1 warlock person.
Level 1
The main of
warlock!
the blood naga.
Lou is learning about new powers.
Yep.
Fuck you and Zormir, it is both of your turns. You are floating
Which
in
way
the
do we want to
void.
go?
How about you go first? I think.
You want to talk to the witness?
Yeah.
Is the witness still here?
Her
Yeah.
eyes still part of the cosmos. And do let me know how you fare with those abilities, fuck you.
I mean, good so far. And then
I got
slams his
nothing
hand
left
on the
and
buzzer.
bite the steel.
I'm just
And what would you like to roll?
I just had a cool thought. You think those fangs work on items?
Doo.
So if a item has spells in it, you can bite the item and gain some spell slots from the item.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Need to test it out.
Yeah, it's like well, I've got a spare. I've got an item that you can potentially bite for some stuff. So
That's true. Fuku, you find yourself in once more a battle arena as three serpentine figures hurl magic at each other. What would you like to do?
He's probably just going to sit there and watch for a minute.
try and get some spell
Just
slots
see-
back.
30 saving throw
Try,
to see if you can avoid everything.
try and get some spell slots back. Stop biting him.
Yeah. Yeah, he completely whiffs that.
Your overconfidence has prevented you from getting out of the way of a stray spell quick enough. Let's see here. Let's give me a random spell to cast. Random spell generator, go!
Fly.
Ooh, wizard only.
Polymorph.
I'm off.
Suddenly, before your very eyes, is what appears to be a second spirit naga staring directly at you. What would you like to do?
Does it look like it's about to attack me, or?
It looks like it's about to it's hissing at something behind you.
Behind me. Alright. Can I see this room's buzzer anywhere?
Yep, it's in the middle of the floor, in between the 3 serpentine figures that have taken cover and are firing across the square or across that center space. It is in the middle of crossfire.
You get caught
Okay.
from there.
Fuck you's gonna like essentially laser, you know, the laser maze, like things that they use for
Laser quest.
like alarms and that.
Oh, da 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 da
Is
da
it-
da da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's essentially gonna like flip, roll, and through all like the magic laser fire that's going on.
Okay. As a reminder, you are within 5 feet of this new spirit Naga. Would you like to disengage or provoke the opportunity attack?
Disengage from it,
All right, you disengage.
and then just like I say, yeah, run flipping towards the buzzer.
Alrighty.
Can I do that as an acrobatics?
You can. One sec, I'm just setting DC. Let's say 16. Okay, acrobatics check.
Okay, 16. That should be easy enough.
16 to avoid everything now that you're a bit more aware of your surroundings.
34.
Think you got it.
You are the most elegant laser avoiding machine possible.
I imagine just fuck you just walking, and everything's just missing him.
I was thinking,
What's quite
I won
funny
with the
is,
force, and the
if
force
you-
is
if you
with me.
glance- If you glance
Yeah,
back at any
this-
point, you see several attacks just go through the minor illusion of the spiritual Naga.
Fair.
Because that's apparently what I wrote. Minor illusion on the spell. It was a fake Naga designed to taunt you and waste up your disengage.
Oh well.
I can.
You get to the dive, but we'll get to that next time.
Yep.
Still well and striking your way through the thing, going. Ning, 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 ning.
Possible.
Just slight warp every.
Zormir, you find yourself alone with the witness in the cosmos of space. What would you like to do?
I believe you wanted to discuss something with me.
Did I? I appear to have been distracted by your companion. Remind me what it was I
Yeah.
wanted to discuss with you.
I don't know. You just said that you had something. You were going to ask me or something, I believe.
It could have been an update on the spell, like, codex thing you've got.
What could that have been? It's been so long since you vanished.
Yes, we had a
It's been about 20
run-in
minutes.
with death.
I am aware the Reaper now lives. Quite frankly, Zormir, I must say I'm a little envious that you would help his ascent over mine.
I-
Ooh.
I thought you were to be my champion, but here I am, still only half a being.
Well, getting into the Rainbow Wall and destroying all the Arcanites is quite a challenge.
We haven't killed the undead court
see.
yet.
I've yet to accumulate.
Maybe,
I have-
maybe it was too big a task for you.
If there was something else that would aid in your coming in of being, that was a bit
I've got a
less daunting
suspicion.
a task.
I've got a suspicion that there's a few things which would do it, considering what we've just done.
There are plenty of ways to do so, but you were to discover them in your journey through the Rainbow Wall. I myself don't know what will bring me into being. I'll just know it when I see it.
Yep.
You haven't been proactive in finding a way through. Have you met any of the beings of crystal that hail from the wall?
No, but we know of one.
And why have you
Believe.
not gone directly there yet?
Finally,
Try
someone's
pointing
agreeing with Alvina! Alvina
By
actively
pointing
wants...
someone like Alvina in the right direction sometimes isn't easy.
She's
And
been
you have her
complaining we
own
didn't
wills
go and
and
check
whim.
on her, to be fair.
I
It was
see,
Zormir that was
I
against it.
I must confess I feel as if I have not taken priority in your life.
Wow.
That is your prerogative, but you are the champion who holds both my index and my ring. And if you are not to use them in my ascent, maybe they would be better given to someone who would prioritize me.
So be more proactive in bringing you into being.
That
I can
would
do that.
be much appreciated, yes. Now, I suppose I am anything if not understanding, and given that the task I set you was a little beyond your capabilities, is there anything I can do to and something of a small nature, I must say. I haven't been given a lot of energy as of late. Is there anything I can do to assist you, my champion?
Well, we know of what allows us to enter some of the, what was it, the ancient Arcanite Arcanite vaults?
The ancient Arcanite. Oh, no, you're thinking of
One's
the
Jones together.
Etherean vault.
All right, that's it.
The first civilization, or the stable civilization in this realm / universe.
Would any of their technology help in progressing your ascent back into this world?
As I mentioned earlier, Zormir, if you would listen to me, I do not know what it is that will help my ascent. I will simply know it when I see it. I need you to go and find
things.
more of these then. Have you
if I
sought
had
out
the-
any bastions of technology as of late?
Yes, actually.
We
Not
have
not
found-
immediately recently.
we have
but-
fun. But if I could have the blood to actually enter these a bit more without the assistance of our wolf friend, it would make these a bit easier, I'd say,
I
to
see.
access these things.
There may be a small spell I can weave into existence. I am not sure what the side effect would be, you understand. This would have to be a spell that has never come before, and therefore will not have been tested. And I do not have access to the test studio that the Arcanites have.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Very well.
Whenever.
Then let it be so. I will remake you.
I have a request for the name of the spell, Chris.
Yeah.
Malpractice. Please.
Okay, hello. She cast the 10th level spell Malpractice on you.
Yeah!
Yay.
Okay.
This can only go well.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Hey, good. You didn't just have an incredibly painful biological reaction. That's a good start. You didn't immediately drop dead from having the wrong blood in you. Good start.
Yeah.
It is done. You may journey
Okay.
forth now with your new blood.
Okay. Oh, you rolled a 2. Oh, roll a 3.
Not even gonna thank her.
1,
Damn.
2, 3. I know.
What a champion.
What a prick.
Champion.
What a prick. No wonder she's looking for a new champion.
Going for champion your resurrection. Sorry, that was.
Should have said it in front of her. Too late now.
That is Bob being very fucking warm and hot and just trying to get on and actually let someone else have a turn instead of me trying to keep on. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Sorry.
You're judged by the actions in the campaign, not by your roleplay standards. Because at that point, I'm pretty sure everyone would be your enemies. None of you are particularly polite.
Yeah.
Alvina's
Oh, yeah,
surprisingly polite. She's just also very aggressive.
Oh, that's fair. You know what? I take it back. The point would make friends of everyone. Unfortunately, they're let down by their company.
Yeah, also true.
Yeah.
And the point's actions would also probably let them down a lot.
Oh yeah,
very-
I'd be polite to the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, hey, why is he being polite to the evil tyrant?
Yeah.
Get him! All right. Alvina, you find yourself in a derelict, dead aisle of the of IKEA. What would you like to do?
Press the 5. I don't actually know where 5 is going, but press the 5.
Press the 5. Let's find out.
I can't remember. I said, can't remember which direction we're going. Yeah, I'm going backwards. Okay.
Alrighty then. You find yourself face to face with a water naga.
Oh.
Headbutt.
Ah.
As I pull up a water naga stat block. The water naga rears towards you upon your arrival. They were currently examining the die. And as they stare at you, they hiss. And in common, they scream, "Defiler of the great spirit! Murderer!"
Oh yeah, I ate him. I ate him.
Dwarfs!
And I'll attack back. I could eat.
Give me a initiative check.
12.
+3. Let's see who gets to go first.
Yay!
You do.
Blender time.
The Naga has begun casting a second level spell at you. As you watch as it hisses open its mouth and as its tongue kind of almost flicks the glyphs into the air in front of it, you see it coalescing this arcane energy into the glyphs of a 2-circle image. Or what would you like to do? Oh, yep, you're attacking, I see. 25. You bloody it.
Yeah.
You bloody it some more. How much even is that actually? Have you killed it? You might have.
I killed it. That is 17 plus 17 plus 20. So it's 34 plus 20, so 50.
It's got 4 health left.
Bang.
Brings the hammer down.
Yeah, the Naga dead. You don't get a turn. It dead.
Okay. That's convenient. Alvina's going to pick it up and put it in the giant chest that she's got strapped to her back. And take a bite. Because why not?
I see.
Water Naga body.
Alrighty then. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get it.
It's like, oh, I could eat. Beats monster to death. Puts in crate.
Alrighty then. We return then back to the point.
Oh, even less options.
What's up now? The point, you find yourself amidst I believe is a spirit naga and a blood naga.
Hi.
Ooh, new fresh blood. If our truce still holds, may I have this morsel of a snack? Do with it as you will. I'm trying to concentrate. Excellent. Come here, snack. I'm going to eat you.
Guys have a truce. Dashing straight for the dice.
Give me a dexterity saving throw as the blood naga throws itself at you. It's hungry.
Yep. Nope.
Ow.
Okay, one second. Ooh, it's pretty good strength.
Yeah, Nagas are strong.
22 to grab you and grapple around you.
Yep.
Hey. Yes. What does your blood taste like, puny mortal? What are you? You do not look like any of the creatures in the training grounds. Or the
Do
proving
not
grounds?
have-
What did I name it? Proving grounds.
Yeah, Proving
Wait.
Grounds is what the big central
you-
area is.
Don't have dwarves. Where I'm from, you have to build up a tolerance to dwarf blood.
I don't know why, but I assume that the point's blood tastes like almonds.
Yeah.
I don't know why, that just immediately came to mind, like within a second. So
I'll take it.
Roll me a persuasion or deception choice. Your choice.
Okay, I think I'm slightly better persuasion. Yes, I'm much better
I was
persuasion.
about to say, how are you only slightly better at?
You watch as the blood naga hesitates a little bit. And then he is going to attempt to actively incite you. I think you're lying to me.
I mean, he's telling the truth,
No.
technically. Yeah, they are.
It's due to blood alcohol, but
Yeah.
you know.
I'll be fine. I can cleanse your blood in my system before I can take on any of the effects. Now stay still so I can bite you.
No.
Two very differing versions of how to deal with Nagas
Good
that
try.
immediately
Escape.
All right, give me a initiative check to see who gets to go first.
Okay.
You have to
Not
beat a
you.
9.
Oh, yeah, you. I
12.
thought that was the point. We are getting very
Alright, you
low rolls at the moment for these.
Strip. You used up all your luck defeating death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you have a chance to free yourself before the blood naga strikes in and bites you.
Right. Okay, that'll do.
Backflip.
You manage to squeeze your way out, but you are still within melee of the blood naga. What are you doing next?
Do I have any teleportation spells?
Do you have Misty Step left? Do you have any spells left? Actually, you
I've
had a
got
lot of blood.
three first levels and 2 third levels left.
Fireball.
I just look over my shoulder. Are you going to be offended if I start fighting this guy to the Spirit Naga?
The spirit naga like barely looks up. A truce is not an alliance. Do as you please.
Nod. Just going to firebolt him right in the mouth.
Pew!
All right, go for it.
It's not a boss monster.
Ooh, he is got an 18 defense, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, and I don't have anything I can
As
boost
he
that with.
ducks underneath you, and he's going to go in for a strike of 26.
That hits, weirdly.
As he bites you for 16 piercing damage, and I need a con save against poison.
It's not ingested poison, so...
And you're not an actual dwarf, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Decent con save.
Or half as much damage on a successful one. Okay, so you'll still take half of this,
Jesus.
or 26 poison damage.
Oh.
I forget the blood nagas are actually quite high level.
Oh, that's so tasty. I've been starved for months.
Oh, poor guy.
Wait, hang on.
I'm going to drain you like... Well, I don't know what a comparable thing would be for you.
Coconut.
Who keeps saying that? Are the intercoms on?
Alvina's just yelling random foodstuffs occasionally, and it's getting...
I do.
She's not sure why. She gets the compulsion.
Wait, if you've not tried dwarf blood, do you like gourmet blood?
Gourmet blood? Whatever do you mean?
Blood's taken from an immortal being.
Why do you have
Blood
that?
of an immortal blood.
Immortal or claims to be immortal.
Oh, that's fine. I was like, yeah, I understand why you'd have fuck you's blood.
Long story, traveling companion, voodoo dolls, weird.
Yeah.
I am listening.
Let me go and you can have the voodoo doll that is in my bag soaked in the blood of a seemingly immortal being.
Why wouldn't I just drain you and kill you and take it after you from your corpse?
It's in a bag of holding. You need me to get it out.
Does he have proficiency in Arcana? I'm pretty sure that's not how bags of holding work. You're trying to deceive me.
Do you see what's on my back?
A bag, yes.
Body Merida. I make magic items. This isn't a regular bag of holding. It's my bag of holding.
It's made out of a platinum dragon.
Yeah, it is made out of platinum dragon scales.
It is unusual. I don't recognize the design. Or do I want the blood more? Dwarven blood tastes quite fiery, I must admit. I have had a sample, I suppose, and I'll be able to track you wherever you go from now on. Very, very well. But if this immortal blood proves to be unsatisfactory, I'll make you my new personal goal. Hand over the doll.
Well, I'm going to go to the dice, place it on the floor, and then hit the dice. Okay? Oh, you can't see the dice. I'm going to go over there, place it on the floor, and then run.
Alright, you do so. What would you like to roll?
Let's roll a 6.
Just get the hell out of there.
5, 6.
Oh! Yay. You also end up with a witness who's in the market for a new... Ah, there she is!
Yay!
Oh, the witness would be an interesting conversation with Abby, actually.
You materialize as you appear to be floating in a gravity-less void. Two large eyes blinking in the background as you notice Abigail floating, slowly spinning up and down, rotating in the space as she floats. And you overhear a snippet of conversation. So, are you like Zormir's adopted mum or something?
So, hey guys, just so I'm here. Don't keep speaking as if I'm not here. I don't want to eavesdrop.
Ah, the point! Oh, it's good to see a familiar face. I have been going back and forth between identical rooms and I'm not quite sure what's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. They're not quite all the same. We can work out where to go together.
Okay. Okay, just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out who this voice is.
Voice?
Yeah, you see the blinking eyes? Hello.
Oh.
Right. Hello, Point. Welcome to my domain. You just missed Zormir and Fukyu.
Ah, such a shame on one of them.
But it's
Yeah,
good of you
Fuk유's
to
great
drop
company.
by. I'm here to ask you for a favor, the Point.
Okay.
You see, I'm worried that Zormir might be a little hopeless.
We're all thinking.
Yes.
Asshole.
We've met him. It's okay.
And I was hoping that you might assist him in his task to revive me. Or I suppose revive's not quite the right word. Bring me forth.
Okay.
He showed such promise at first, but as of late his efforts have been lacking.
Nodding.
Although that does bring me to another question I've been wanting to ask you, and now seems as appropriate time as any. The point?
Yes.
Why do you despise me?
How so?
Well, you don't talk to me. Zormir, while he may be hopeless, at least always talked with me when I appeared. Why don't you?
I wasn't aware you were present.
So a subconscious bias then, I see. Well, I suppose there is naught to be done. We may never talk outside of this instance then, if you still deny me, even if subconsciously.
I will try to be aware of you in future.
I fear that while you say that, you do not comprehend what would actually be entailed. Not why you still hide the full extent of your magic.
I'm afraid I'm also unaware what that means.
Yes, it is a crying shame.
Turns out the point's a level 20 wizard this entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, wish. Yeah, I do that every night. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose there's not much else we can talk about then. My best wishes to you, the point. And, Miss Abigail, consider what I have said. I will.
Oh, I'm happy. Happy Abby's getting to talk with someone smart who knows like who's a good advice person. It's a good bet.
Witness, Professor Witness, Doctor Witness, the witness,
Mrs. The witness will suffice.
Could you give me a hint about unlocking that true power?
Oh, that is not my journey to divulge to you. That is your journey.
All research is built on the work of others.
It's true, unfortunately, I can't tell you that which you do not know.
Even subconsciously?
It would require me to have that knowledge myself. I simply know what is. I cannot say what will.
Very well. I hope we do get to speak again.
I hope so too, the point. You have potential, but as of yet, you are not fully utilizing it.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Either way, my best wishes.
Cheerio. Abby, I'm gonna roll a 3. Do you wanna come with?
Sure, but how does that work, the point?
You roll the dice. I'll come find you.
Okay.
Right. Are you seeing a forest?
A forest?
No, she's managed their care. The Naga can't see the rooms.
No, I see us floating in space. The point, it looks like a 3's already been rolled.
4?
4 then? Are there rules on not rolling the same number twice?
Yes, there is. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that way you can't follow each other. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was specifically designed to get you guys to not just all cluster to one room.
Okay, I'm not sure I'll be able to follow you then. If you do a number, I'll do one more and then...
Oh yeah, that's what Gwent wanted to do. Although it doesn't, it kind of broke down. Gwent never met me at our mating place.
Immediately broke down. Within seconds.
It was a good idea, though.
It was a really good idea.
It was a great
Unfortunately,
idea.
one of you immediately hit a worm, I think, or a bone knuck.
Keep going forward. If you hit a bone snake, that means you've gone backwards. Try to avoid those, maybe? Keep a map.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll the point? And also, the witness is still watching, so if you could be a little bit more confident, maybe that would help you.
Okay. Roll a 4. I'll do a 3 and then a 1.
Okay. Oh, she needs to be up.
Yeah, something's in that room.
That isn't gonna work.
It won't at all work because you're gonna hit Zormir's room, which is gonna take you up a level.
Mm-hmm.
The point. What would you like to roll?
Let's do a 3 and then a 1.
Zormir.
3 and then Zormir.
You materialize next to Zormir.
Hello.
Oh.
What brings you here?
I was just chatting to giant space lady. Abby was there. I need to roll a 1 to catch up with her.
Okay, but you're upper floor. You not
You
see
don't
the
know that.
ladder?
You don't know that, yeah.
There's technically a ladder. You hear Zormir up at the top of the ladder. Also, you see 2 dice in this room, one to the left and one to the right.
Ah, balls.
You've abandoned Abby immediately.
Again, this is the second time this has happened. By
Maybe Gwen to run into her.
And
Okay, we'll come back to this in a second, so we need to wrap up there. We're at 9, so I'm just gonna quickly do Fukyu, and Gwen and Avina, see where they end up, so I know what's happening next round. Fukyu, you are about to hit the die. What would you like to roll?
We'll see. One. Manages to get up the ladder.
You materialize with the point of Zormir.
hello again.
Hi, fuck you. Have you seen Abby?
Wait, how did you get here?
We'll come back to that next week. Gwent, you're in the treasure room. What would you like to roll?
All 6s, baby.
All 6s.
Yeah, I'm just trying to speed run.
1, 2.
That's Gwent's plan now. Fast wins.
I think that's the trap room, isn't it? If it bounces off that wall.
8.
No idea. Don't know this.
Yeah, I think it is.
11, 12.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
I don't even know where Gwen is in a minute.
Gwent's in the trap room behind you.
Ah, yeah.
Let's see what the trap is. The spider trap.
Ooh.
I think I'll need to take a note of that. Gwent in spider web trap. Giant spider gonna snack tonight.
It's actually the famous horse-eating spider.
It is. Gwent, you find yourself suddenly in a room filled of crisscrossing silk sticky webs. As you move and look around, you catch on one and find yourself, with any additional struggle, becoming more and more trapped to the web. You hear something chittering in the darkness out of sight. We'll come back to that next week. And last but not least, Alvina.
Finish stuffing the very bloody Naga corpse into my chest for later. And, well, 5 was useful last time, so we're going to hit 5 again. 5 got me
Damn, I was
food.
kind of hoping you'd do 3 and just end up in the same.
I was very tempted, but I want to see if there's something else cool.
5, you say?
Yeah. Just because it's like the end of a week one. If we were going longer, I'd go to the other one. Yeah, another trap.
I'm excited for another trap.
I've only hit 1 trap room so far.
Another.
It's a shame I didn't get the spider room. The spider room would have been entertaining for Alvina.
Who eats who first?
Well, I can't be tangled in the webs, so...
Okay.
Web on fire.
So you materialize in a very almost like Halloween creepy aisle of IKEA. There appears to be fake spiders dangling from shelves, little plastic pitchforks.
sides and
little
skulls.
pumpkin candy bowls,
Yes.
a variety of different things. It's also very dim light here, but it has a almost more sinister dimness to it than the rest of IKEA. The dimness almost seems to be doubled in its intensity. And as you glance towards the die in the middle of the room, you notice a small wooden totem pole, only like maybe like just slightly larger than your hand, almost a decoration mantelpiece, sitting on the die.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna get some Halloween decorations.
Okay. What would you like to do after that?
I want to have a look at the totem pole.
As you get within 20 feet of the totem pole, you immediately start laughing and become incapacitated.
Like that.
That's funny.
Accurate.
As you were unable to move forward while you were laughing, and but you are able to move back. And as you move back a foot out of the range, you stop laughing.
She will giggle to herself a little bit, I think, there.
Yep. But anytime you come within 20 foot off the idol, you become uncontrollably unable to stop laughing and are unable to move forward. We'll come back to that next week, as that is where we're going to end for tonight of part 3 of Death's Domain as we come to conclusion, and we will return next time, presumably next week, unless the weather murders us all. Which is entirely
Week
possible.
off. No, it's week after week off.
Yeah. Or if enough people are off and have plans, etc. But we'll return for what could potentially be the last leg of the journey to the palace of the now defeated Salavan.
It's Fuck You's palace.
What will the players? Fuck You's palace. What will the players find there? Only time will tell.
Hopefully,
Thank you
Primal
for playing.
Water.
Thank you for watching. That's true. It's true. Tune in next time. Good night.
See ya!
Bye.
Boo.
Out of mind.
Yeah. Fun part, I'm actually not busy at the start of next week. I'm busy at the end of next week because it's my birthday.
Yay!
I believe. Is it next week? No, it's not week after. Tragic. What is math? I said, what day is it today? It's 30th. Yeah. 2 weeks.
No one knows what it is. It is the day we all melted.
The day of warm. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. We wrote down a rule of death.
Yep.
Also, Gwen, if you somehow manage to keep that arrow by the end of this, can I have it?
Trade you for your hammer.
No.
Well,
Which hammer? I've got like 7.
Personally,
We'll
I
see what
think
you've
Gwen
got.
should use it in this game. Because they all have effects relating to this game.
I know, if it doesn't, he doesn't get to keep it. But if we get it, it's a pretty arrow and it's an elven arrow.
I'm gonna stab a spider with it if me
Shank the spider with an arrow. You know what? There's worse decisions.
Yeah, I've made many.
It's fine. I'm gonna probably blow up a totem pole next week, so we'll find that out. It's like, laughing. Well, that was fun. Anyway, boom.
Bang.
Yeet something at it to knock it over. I reckon.
I could shoot it. Is my main thought. I've got a gun. So, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Do tune in tomorrow where I'll be doing the new Monster Hunter Wilds update. I'm very excited for it. I want to see all the like Aerkrith and Steve equipment and do the story. And that will be uploaded to YouTube as well, as all the story content for Monster Hunter Wilds I have been doing has been. So, should be fun. And yes, do tune in then. So, honestly, it's been good. Thank you, Chris, for cheering. Thank you all for playing. It was a great time. Hope to see you guys again soon. Have a fantastic evening, everyone. Keep playing video games. Keep being awesome. Guys, on Twitch. Enjoy this, guys. Have a lovely evening. Good night. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.